Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
that's it. I gotta leave. I gotta watch the movie now.
that's exactly why I
fucking
wanted to put that clip up. I was like, movies aren't being done like that anymore. And
That pumps me
just,
up.
just to give you guys a heads up, like while the countdown is happening, I could see everybody on the camera. And like,
Oh, so
everyone's
you
getting
see me
ready,
just
everyone's getting
doing-
prepped. And then yes,
I'm
Sam's
just
going
doing the
like
little blue
this.
shirt dude, just
And then
like
Jarhead's
jamming
going
to the
like,
blue suit.
let me get this ready. Let me get this chin hair out. And then John is going like, oh crap, my camera. And then Piggy's like, is my mic on? Is my mic on? But Pudgy's like, last 3 seconds, he's like, oh shit, like let's Terminator. We're watching. Yeah,
I've only seen this 3 million times, but I
and
love
it's
it.
still
like
good.
Sweet.
No man, I watched that movie again and I was like, wow, like this is like 1990 something, and it's still
90-something, yeah.
good.
Yeah,
They don't make them like they used to.
That's a blockbuster. They don't
Yeah.
have blockbuster
True.
movies anymore.
the only thing close recently I would say was Maverick.
haven't
Maverick
seen
was
it.
really good.
That kind of blockbuster,
Yeah,
like
without
everybody's
having a
saying I gotta go.
superhero in it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because every superhero movie is a blockbuster.
Hey, I used to
Not
manage.
anymore.
Not anymore, man. Polystoners.
Go ahead, Piggy.
I used to manage a blockbuster. Honestly,
What?
I used to manage a blockbuster. New release Monday, inventory. You want popcorn and candy with that? All of it.
Did you hit me up for rewind fees?
I know, right?
You were the guy.
Every single time. And if the tapes hit the Dropbox after midnight, I charge that late.
God
That's
damn.
funny, man.
No play
Small
at all.
world. Yeah. But Sam, man, how you been? How's your weekend? Are you enjoying the summer heat going on? Like in the
I'm
East Coast?
enjoying this summer heat because I don't have to go outside in it.
Okay.
But no, it's been good, man. I just been hanging out, chilling with the family. I just raced to the Starbucks right there. So she was like, "Do you want a straw?" I was like, "Yes." And then I'm waiting for the straw, and she never gave me the straw. And then she said it was in the bag, and there was no straw in the bag. So I'm like a heathen right here, just like
Slurp away.
like the old days. But yeah, no, I'm doing good. I'm happy to be with Casual and the boys.
Man, we did a live unboxing on Constructive Outrage, and the sweat coming out of Crippler's face, the best, man.
Dude, it was so crazy because like Casual, like literally Casual and John, all of you guys, but Casual and John, it's such a motivator because I wasn't planning to do that a live unboxing. Casual, I was watching his, it was like, yo, you gonna do an unboxing? I was like, oh, you want to do it? I was like, sure. And then that motivated me to do it, but then I had so much fun doing it that it was just sort of like,
The pressure was on.
yeah, I know. I was really shaking, dude. Like I was literally like nervous that I was gonna break something. And yeah, like and Brenton's calling me out because I usually take the wrapping paper off in the plastic and then boil it, put it back, roll it and put it back where I get it. But I was just like, we gotta go. But yeah, the best part about it was the disrespect of Batman that I was able to do that so everyone can see. He gets no respect in this house. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, it was fun. Check it out if y'all haven't.
Awesome. Jarhead, how about you, man? How you been?
Pretty good. Just enjoying this weather, man. It's nice out here.
I think today's
Definitely.
or yesterday was the first nice day. Today it's even hotter, so
Yeah, it's supposed to cool down again over here at least. So we'll see. I'm not in a real rush to get summer started because I work outside. So
Yeah. Hell no. Cool, man. And John, man, your Batman collection just keeps expanding. Like, there's no more room for you anymore. You got to move out of the way.
there's just going to be a
man?
voice. We just hear his voice.
Yeah.
This is John.
It's just a life-size John right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just doesn't end, which it's a good thing, but it's getting to an end. Tuesday already, guys. Happy Tuesday. Good weekend. Just chilling, you know. Excited to be here. Chat the hobby and all these fun things that are coming down the pipeline. A lot of nice sneak peeks that we're getting.
Yeah. LBS is going crazy right now, I'm sure.
He's gone into hiding.
Or like Rashid says, LSB. For the longest time, and no one wanted to correct him.
Sometimes it's LCB too.
It was just too good to correct him. It's the same as the camera.
Yeah.
It was just too good. You
Yeah,
can't.
his camera looks extra sharp now.
He's crispy now. Yeah.
4K right there.
He just de-aged 10 years.
I know, right? Oh, awesome, John. And Piggy, how about you, man? You say you were born in the 70s, man. You look like you're 22 today, man.
I know.
Man, I'm just down here chilling. It's gonna be 83 tomorrow, but 53 over the weekend. So it's kind of all over the place. I got my first 1/10 scale this week. So,
The twins.
yeah, the Wonder Twins. So that's interesting. Just trying to. It feels weird trying to like put them near any of like the regular size statues, but I don't know. I could kind of get into it. So I'm semi excited about it.
Awesome, man.
Semi.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes you just got to catch the words, people.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Look, you got this guy right here, President Rashid in the house. Jesus,
Yes,
man.
sir.
All
Doesn't
right.
even say hi to me. Doesn't say hi to like the host or anything.
He's the president, casual.
I'm kidding. Pudgy, man, how you been? I'm sure you're enjoying this like 70-degree weather like all year round.
Well, right now at 8:00 it is 80 degrees. So yeah, it was nice and warm today.
Wow. That's like 80% heat, right?
Yeah, and that's not that Celsius crap that you guys use.
Yeah.
It's real 80. It's real 80.
Right? Yeah.
72 over here.
But yeah, no, good stuff. Today was actually relatively painless. So I hope the rest of the week goes just like today.
You know, I put your like Pudgy has a YouTube channel now, and I put that video going to work.
Oh God, to get inspired.
Yeah.
Battinson, it's my
I love it,
Battinson.
man.
Thank you.
I think like half the views are probably for me, to be honest. Like I reply.
I gotta check the what do you call it? The analytic. I can check the analytics.
Yeah.
Algorithm.
good job.
One person has repeated. It's not you.
But awesome.
Thank you, sir.
President Rashid, man, how's it going, man? How you been?
What's going on?
Man, this guy's tired. Look at him. He's like Sunday channel, Monday channel, Tuesday channel. No, man, how you been, man?
I've been all right.
You doing good?
Trying to figure out is this weather gonna go a little chilly or what? You know what I'm saying? This weather could be funny sometime. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not here. Ain't no joke.
yeah, I can't.
There's no laughing matter over here.
But it's good. I like it. Don't gotta shovel anything. I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, this is when people get sick around here. When it goes up and down like that, it's just everyone gets sick.
You gotta shovel a little bull crap here and there, but other than that,
That's a yearly thing, man.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I told you guys I was going to do this every week. It's going to be a moment of appreciation, and today's turn is this guy right here.
Comic book, don't bring it back.
Look at Brenton's like,
I'm pretty sure he got destroyed because his son, the other son, not Scar, he was riding a piece of it and he was fighting Galacticus, and Galacticus ate his planet.
Galacticus?
Yeah,
Hey.
Galacticus.
So let me ask you a question.
Galacticus, there you go.
How many
You
illegitimate?
could have let it go,
Everybody's
Eddie. You
just
could have
gonna
let it go.
that
Let him talk. Let him tell the story.
Everybody's gonna let it go, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna let it go.
You know what I meant.
Isn't I
Galacticus.
refresh my my memory here? Wasn't
This week we have Robert. A moment of appreciation for Robert, aka Galacticus, aka
Nice.
Jarhead.
That will always go down in the books as a
Can't
moment.
let that one go.
Never. But man, Jarhead, man, like I remember when you first joined in, it was for Matt's unboxing. Jarhead was like, "Hey man, let me step in real quick. This old guy needs help on like putting this thing together." And when he stepped in, even when Jarhead stepped in, Matt was like, "I'm not listening to you. You don't know what you're doing. I watched a bunch of videos on this. You don't know what you're doing." And Jarhead's like walking him through. He still doesn't listen. But ever since then, man, you joined like almost every other week or every week, anytime you could, and it was awesome, man. And ever since, man, like it's been awesome. Like it's like I talk to you through on Messenger here and there, or like, we joke around and stuff like that. So it's been great having you, and it's like great to have you today. So hopefully we're on episode like 85 or something. Hopefully like 10,000 more episodes, man. So always appreciate you joining in when you can.
I don't know if I can handle you that long, but yeah.
Nobody can.
Oh my!
What Steve
Pause,
wants to
pause.
say is, hopefully
Pause.
you'll goof something up for next year. We'll have a highlight reel, and we can
Well,
do something else.
I'm sure I will.
I'll join you. Don't worry.
Yeah, man.
Steve's like a little brother never wish I had. So.
Wow.
Hey, even my
Wow.
brothers say the same thing. So that's funny.
Dang.
Nah, man. But thank you, man. Like, I don't know if anybody else wants to say anything, but yeah,
I
definitely.
got one thing to say. It's so good to have a fellow custom aficionado or someone that I can keep with, because everybody's so now I gotta be licensed. But then low key will be like inboxing me like, where'd you get that from? What group is that from? It's somebody that's actually open about the fact that they into customs, so that I'm not.
Share the sickness.
I mean, that was the first statue I ever got was a custom statue. So I didn't start off, in the regular route how everybody else went. I started off in the customs. So
That's pretty rare to start off custom.
yeah.
That's brave, man. That's extremely
The
brave.
first taste was in the underworld.
Brave or naive, whatever.
Right to his face.
I got a
I
couple
prefer
of
not
things.
the naive part, but
Yeah.
No, the cool thing about Jarhead for me, like the very first, what was it? Hey, first of all, you got impeccable taste because you X-Men game on Smash, Spider-Man game on Smash. You respect the real heroes, so I always appreciate that about you.
That was Rashid, by the way.
No,
my forces.
the first time I really got to know you is when I knew you guys were going to New York Comic Con and Steve was gonna be there, and I was like, "Yo, shoot, I think they're gonna fight. And then I went on the internet and was like, "Yo, Steve took that big Marine out," and I was like, I was like, "Yo, much respect to Steve for taking, or you did the job. I don't know what it was, but I know that he beat you or something like that. Is that how you remember it?
I need to see this video you're talking about because
Yeah, you
pretty
do
sure that-
remember there was like a steak dinner involved, and you guys were gonna fight when you guys wrestle or something like that.
there was a steak dinner involved that I've never seen. So
Oh,
just
and that's
throwing it out there.
that's when the fisticuffs happened.
No,
Anyways, let's
No.
get to the first
Yeah.
topic.
Anyway,
No,
that's the fake
Open
news
up
clip.
those
Fake
old
news.
wounds, baby. Open up those old wounds. See, now I pay attention to these shows.
See, if you had seen
well.
if you had seen me and him standing next to each other in New York Comic Con, you wouldn't think that. So
I did, but Steve was like bigger, so I think it could have been Photoshop.
Steve was
Like,
bigger.
Steve was like way.
I always
bigger
remember
than-
Steve being a chicken leg.
Oh,
No, I'm
Yeah,
joking.
no, but it's the internet.
Is this a roast
so you
tonight?
never
What's
know.
going on?
Wow. This is our thank you to
Appreciation
Steve
Day.
night.
It's like this is supposed to be appreciation, not roast. But yeah, no. Like always, like you cracked me up with that Galactica shit. I remember that. But it happened before that too. It happened before that, but nobody said anything. They just let it slide. And I'm like, are they just
Yeah,
gonna
so-
let this
yeah.
motherfucker slide saying Galacticus?
Yes, we are.
And then and then the next show happened, and then I think Eddie got on him, and it was hilarious. Oh shit, these dudes. Are in the
Eddie was
chat,
the main
cash
culprit
and
in that.
pieces.
He really
Classic.
stuck it in there.
You couldn't let that one slide though. First off, you got to give Jarhead a shout out for serving the country.
Yes, sir.
I think that's one of the biggest things that you have to give him credit for. but I've streaming with him. Great guy, friendly, calm.
Yeah.
Jarhead's not the kind of guy you can say something. It's like Wolverine taking bullets or something. Whatever. I don't know what the phrase is.
You're not gonna trigger
It
him
just doesn't happen. It just
can't
deflects
trigger
right off him. So I appreciate that. But yeah, he's the kind of guy. Even in the community, posting news updates on the Facebook groups and stuff. It's always good to have a good chat with him.
It's funny because I feel like I'm racing him every time news comes out.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun though, man. Yeah, Jarhead, I'll definitely get you that steak, and we have to do more Comic Cons, man. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was fun, man. That was nice meeting you and your wife, and it was just like meeting another celebrity. You know, I was like, oh, there's Jarhead right there. It was awesome. But yeah, man. Anybody else want to go ahead and chime in?
I just remember Jarhead, me and him going back and forth about who Nightcrawler's father was.
Yeah.
That's when.
And we know the answer. And we know the answer.
You lost. You lost that battle, bro. You lost
We
that.
know, we know who won that one.
But yeah, he's just a good dude and stuff like that.
Oh,
That's
He's
the
a
best
good
you're
dude.
gonna get.
Stuff
at.
like that.
That's
good
fine.
dude.
All of that are
That's the
gratuitous
best.
bullshit. Yeah.
I'd love to see Rashid on Valentine's Day.
I know, right?
Roses are red, violets are blue. Get over
Yeah,
here
go-
or fuck you.
And do me
Oh,
too.
man.
Bars.
That's funny, man. Yeah, man. But Jarhead, big thank you to you for always joining in. Like I said, and everybody else, like whenever you guys get a chance, you always join in. So I'm not paying any of you guys, so it's
What? Oh, my life.
Oh, you're not paying them? Then why do I
not
get
yet.
money from
I
you?
gotta
all
wait
of
for
it
1,000
every week?
subscribers.
Yeah. John just exiled himself. That's the new thing now. This is our season.
Exile.
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 I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's funny.
casual. I don't feel right taking money from you if you're not paying all of them. I'm gonna give my money that you pay me
Nice.
Throw it
back
back
to each one of you.
Wow.
I'll give. There you go. Take
Nah,
that 50 cent, homie.
I know, right? Google takes 40%. Yeah, no thanks. No, Jarhead, thanks again, man. But tonight we are going to start off with first topic is the financial climate affecting statue companies. So everyone knows like there's a big economy, like I wanted to call it crisis, but somebody told me not to call it crisis. It's not much of a crisis, but I feel it's something big where it's affecting us. It's affecting, coworkers, it's affecting friends, family, and we always talk about ourselves, right? But then, like, do you think how much do you guys think this financial climate is affecting statue companies? What do you guys think?
I think it affects everybody. I don't think
Everything.
no one really escapes. Companies, well, some companies might be equipped to weather these kind of economic downturns, but statues is kind of unique. It's a unique high-end collectible. It's certainly not a need. So things like this are the first thing to people take a pass on when times get a little tight. So hopefully everybody survives it. I hope not, but I would not be surprised if down the line one or two companies either merge,
Yeah.
or acquire each other just to keep each other afloat. I hope that never comes to pass like that, because I like having more independent companies. Gives you more choice and you get more options. But yeah, no, everything now. If you had a sound effect for a flushing toilet, this would be a good
Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect timing right here. Yeah. But there's another one for it. For the ones that want to keep on trucking, is this one right here.
No, man, but you got to keep going. What am I going to do, quit? That's not an option. You got to keep on keeping on. Life's a garden, dig it? You make it work for you. You never give up, man. That's my philosophy.
That's
Joe
some
Dirt,
Queen
ladies
Studios
and
right
gentlemen.
there.
The philosophy of Joe Dirt. I'm going to put money down that John hasn't seen that.
Joe Dirt. Yeah, he has it. Oh, I found that out yesterday. I was so pissed off.
You'd be
And,
a winning man. Listen, the companies are taking, the economy is affecting them big time. I think, Queen Studios came out publicly and said that they kind of taken a back seat, but I don't think they're the only ones. I think the majority of the companies are taking a back seat and pumping the brakes on releases. Prime 1 as well, because there's been such a flood of pre-orders,
Sure.
and they're waiting for all that stuff to clear out. People, this is a hobby. This is a hobby for fun. People are going to pay their bills and feed their families before investing in the hobby.
I'll invest in a hobby before I do any of that other shit.
But at the same time,
Priorities.
At the same time, there'll always be money. There'll always be people with money that are willing to spend. So, but I personally think you're seeing these companies take a little bit of a back seat for at least a little bit of maybe into the second quarter of the year.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, really quick, what's up, Buck? How's it going, man?
It was good. I took an unplanned nap.
You mean
You
you
left
got
the box on your
knocked
bed?
out?
The youngest one on the panel. See, thank you.
What are we unboxing?
Now I'm safe now if I fall asleep one night and miss the beginning.
You got
say Buck did it.
That's not a Buck. That's Rogue.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it either.
God.
Hey, to kind of chime in on what John was saying, just with Queen Studios, they were saying that some of their half scales that they had in play or third scales, they were going to take them down to like quarter scales or smaller. And I think it's going to affect the scale that we get because we're a niche. Like it's a lot of us, and we can like everybody. We have a show going on every day, but we're a niche when it comes to like the collecting community in general, and even with the characters that we collect, they're more hot toys. I hate to say it, but they're more hot toy collectors than they are larger scale statues. So, for example, I was collecting Masters of the Universe 1/5 scales, but now they're coming out with 1/10 scales, and I'm like, can I finish my 5th scale line? So I think they're going to cater to whoever buys the most, and those are smaller scale statues, unfortunately. And then I think they'll go with what characters we buy the most, and then you run into the different companies making the same character over and over. We're starting to see it now, so it's definitely.
You know what's funny? I try to find. I'm not part of any Iron Studios groups, so I'm not too sure what's going on with them. But another day, I saw your Wonder Twins post or your video, right? And then I was like, oh, let me see if there's like a Wonder Twin. Not Wonder. What's it called? An Iron Studios Facebook group. So Prime 1 has like 3,000, 5,000 people in their group. Sideshow has like 4,000, and so and so. Iron Studios, man, there's like 5 or 7 groups out there. Each one of them has 7,000, 9,000, 4,000.
Really?
And I was like, where are these guys? Like, I never hear these guys. Like, there's a lot of people in those groups, and they're out there, man.
Like Iron Studios, they're known for those smaller scales. Before they did that Big Falcon, they had the smaller one. They had like 2 different versions of the smaller one before they ever released. Like I think they'll do 2 or 3 different sizes before they get to quarters and third scales. So that's a problem. We're not going to get. We may potentially not get the scales that we're accustomed to.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, slightly off topic. I have 3 Iron Studios pieces: a quarter scale, a 10th, and a 6th. And I love all 3 of them. They do beautiful work. I mean, I know some people think they're overpriced, but for what I've gotten for my dollar, I'm very impressed with them. So I'm not surprised they got that big a following.
It's funny too when they decide to do 1/4 statues too. Their 1/4 statues end up turning out really good. Like I love that Daredevil and their Punisher.
Yeah. I get the Punisher. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they make 3 or 4 smaller scales before they ever get to the 1/4 and the 1/3. We're kind of like the minority of the collection group, even though there's a lot of us. The bulk of people that collect these characters get them in smaller scales.
I hear they got a really good Spider-Man at that scale too. Every time I think I see one, it was like the one you're describing. Seems I think Iron Studios make one like a bent up, contorted Spider-Man. I couldn't find it.
Oh, that's the one with the lights inside of it. I think I know what you're
There's
talking about.
lights inside of it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a 3D effect or something.
I was gonna say, like, an interesting observation, kind of based off what some of the piggy said, is the statues, because Piggy said something where he was like, "Oh, they might start doing the same characters now because things are uncertain right now." But then you got to ask yourself, how come now is the time we're getting Two Face? How come now is the time we're getting Penguin?
Yeah.
You know, why are we getting a low ES now on on something like Poison Ivy? And I think the thing is, when there's a lot of like people, when like, basically when the climate is all right, you get a lot of people that aren't necessarily in as deep as all of us, and those people come in, they see a cool piece of Batman, and they're like, "Oh, that's a nice piece I could just pick up." It's and that's why they can have the really high ESs. And then those people that are just like come and dip their toes into the hobby and then they leave. Like
Fringe, yeah.
there's a lot of those people when like the financial climate is good, but when things aren't so good, the companies now have to start catering to their core audience, all of us. And maybe that's why they finally think, okay, let's start listening to what these people are saying. These are the people that are sticking around with us when things are tough. And so they're going to say, wow, okay, these people want variety.
What do you mean these people?
Right now, we want to.
Yeah, that was kind of that. Yeah, that was heavy, bro.
Wow.
That was real heavy.
The fuck?
Heavy.
Holy cow! Goodness gracious.
And maybe that's why now Sideshow is doing a character like Penguin. That's why like Tweeterhead is finally releasing their like Two Face. On one hand, it could be I might be reading too much into it, or a lot of these statues like they get planned way in advance also. But still, I have a feeling that now they have to cater to the core audience. So now is the time when like they're gonna actually start listening a lot more to us, because now we matter a lot more than the people that come in and leave. Because those people aren't coming, they're not gonna buy a statue right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a frivolous expense. They're not addicted. They're not gonna just like see $700 Sideshow like premium format and say, I need one of those. I'm gonna get that. This is not the buy like time in people's lives. We're like in this, right? We were seasoned, and so they're gonna say, let's give these guys what they want. Now they get one.
But then at what edition size? I think if you follow that philosophy where it's like, okay, well now we can get these characters, what's going to be the edition size? Like, is it going to be a repeat of the Poison Ivy?
I think they'll be lower just because if times are tough, like we think they are for them, they're going to do like what Buck says and says we need to market something that's going to sell, not just take an artistic chance on something and sit on it and it'll eventually clear out in 2-3 years. We want to put something out, sell it out, clean out, and something else. So yeah, I think you might see low ESs, and you're going to see things that have been clamored for in the community. Suddenly we're getting our Two Faces and Penguins. I would imagine maybe a Riddler eventually.
Yeah, Bishop. Oh man.
Do you think
Bishop? We got a Blade. Finally.
Do you think Sideshow's
want to have their wish list for characters? Just start saying what you want. They're listening right now, probably.
Do you think Sideshow's license with DC renewed this year? And that's why?
That's why like LBS got their stuff, or is that why?
I think the last time Sideshow signed a renewal a license agreement with DC was 2013, which this would be the 10-year.
Which would be 10 years.
Which would be exactly 10 years. So maybe we're seeing all this because it was a contract renewal.
They're getting their last licks in.
I think Buck is onto something with the casual, everyday Joe, right? That will just buy is probably going to be likely to just move on for a bit until the economy is right. But the people who are not is people like us that are watching these shows that's like, yo, so if they're not giving us what they want, if they're not catering to us, that's when they have to worry, because if we're not buying them and the market that they were trying to get to is not buying them now, that's when they can run into some red. But if they are like, you know what, this is exactly what Buck said. If they've been saying they want this, let's give it to them. Need to tweak something, not twerk something, tweak something, tweak
twerking
it.
is good.
No, if they
Scarlet
wanna see,
twerking
if
in
y'all
one
want to
quarter
see
step.
Aang twerk, he gonna twerk for y'all. That's if y'all want to see it. But no, but I do think they're gonna. I don't know if it's true or not, but I do think that that's a strong possibility. Absolutely.
You know, it's funny. I've been seeing a negative standpoint where like Sideshow is doing like high shipping costs for everybody. Like I saw $300-$500 for the new Joker, the Joker on Throne. I was like, that's insane. Then I saw Queen Studios like backtracking from doing half scale after collectors got in the line. They're like, we're gonna putting a halt on it, but kind of saying like they're gonna cancel it and go to 1/3 now because half scale's not selling. Of course, because the price and the economy, everything. But like, yeah,
Is,
Buck,
is,
like,
is that why they did it? Is because the statues weren't selling?
I think John from Queen Studios mentioned something like that. Yeah, they had to put a standstill to it.
The money's in 1/3, is what they're
Yes.
realizing.
Because $4,000 for one statue is $4,000 for one statue. that's a lot of money, man.
That's all you needed to say
And
right there.
think
man.
about how much room your 1/3 takes up. I mean, a half scale. I mean, that's ridiculous. So especially if it's a big character.
Yeah, but they left collectors stranded now. People who were excited to get into the lines, maybe they shouldn't have expected it, but there's rumors here, rumors there of what's coming down the pipeline. People start buying Captain America and half scale, looking to complete the entire line, and then they just say, "Oh well, there goes that." It's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, man. Even the freaking UFC bought out WWF, man. Like, what's going on these days, man? It's crazy.
What was going on with Vince McMahon? Did you see the
Jesus, I was shocked.
That mustache, like I was like, I'm not gonna shave mine.
I'm not a big wrestling guy, but poor McMahon, man, that guy looks like.
He's no spring chicken though. He's got to
Yeah.
be really old.
I think it's like 78. I think last time.
I was gonna say, I remember being a child and he was.
Yeah, right.
And look,
telling
Budgie,
you
you still look great.
Yeah, right.
You gotta.
So did
you gotta
he
tell
when
him-
I was a kid.
You gotta tell him your
He's-
secret.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
he's got 20 years on him.
Just like J&D, plastic has an expiry date, so
Oh.
Wow.
it took a second. Everyone's like, "Oh, okay, now I got it."
Oh, got it. Yeah.
He said,
You're right.
I mean, so this brings up an interesting question though. Do you guys collect a line, or do you just want individual pieces?
Nope.
Speaking
I'm an
of
individual
being
piece
disappointed in a line, it's like, are you trying to get a whole line, or you just want?
Personally, my line is not a line or a brand. My line would be like if I have a certain bunch of characters I want to represent. But
Yeah.
that'll be my personal line, and it's satisfied by multiple brands.
100% agree. Like it's whatever. My line is the one I'm creating for my space
for
of like
yourself.
characters from different. Whoever's making the best representation of those characters, don't care who's making it. I'm like, oh, like that. Oh, and that would go up with. That's all that matters to me. I don't. I'm not trying to get like all of the X-Men. I'm trying to be like, these are my favorite. And because that's the thing, people like their set line that was there, like the gold team, blue team, and that's awesome. And you can collect those lines. For me, I'm more interested in. Oh, I wish this person was on a team with this person, and this person was on the team, and like make my own lineup.
I was gonna get him. I'm sorry.
Always watching, man. Always watching.
Third eye, brother.
I
can
multitask, brother. I can multitask, man.
Almost got it.
Yeah, no. No, like, yeah, I'm more interested in just doing like, oh, I want to put this guy with this guy and this guy with this guy. There's still X-Men, and there's still going to be an X-Men, but mine would be like, maybe it has a different leader, and this one I want to be the powerhouse, and I want this to be my telekinesis and my telepath, and that's my team. So like, yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah, I mix and match for me, like Sideshow, XM, stuff like that. I always mix and match. Whatever, like, whatever statue company is making the best Cyclops, I'm gonna get that one for me.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I just don't hear a lot of collectors collecting. I'm just going to collect this one whole line from this one company only. You know what I'm
My
saying?
boy
Like,
Gotham Cenobites did it for
Oh
the
yeah.
metal line.
Oh, yeah.
Terry, yeah.
Put some respect on his name, Jarhead.
You know why though, Jarhead? It's because these companies don't announce their lines like beforehand.
Exactly.
You can't
They, like,
depend on them to
wait
do it, neither.
4 or 5
Finish
years to
it.
finish, not even finished, to get like the fourth piece out. It's like, let us know, man. Like, what's the whole deal with that?
Yeah,
Do you
all
think
these
it-
They hook
LBS,
you.
all these LBS guys. I know y'all. I
Do you
can't wait.
think
Sam,
that's-
Sam, you and your LBS hate, man.
do you think that's
Do I have LBS hate?
You have
Or
LBS hate.
LBS truth? I love that.
Oh,
because
you hate
LBS
No.
because LBS does all these little teasers and stuff like that? Do you think that's why a lot of people are more willing to stick with LBS because they know what they have coming out in the
Oh,
future?
well, no,
I mean,
like-
'cause he does let stuff go a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Of
No,
course. but
John
the
is
problem with
right. I'm not
LBS, the problem with LBS is everybody talks about LBS, but it's not LBS. It's XM. XM is the one that's the puppeteer, controlling everything in the situation. They're the distributor. They say when Hulk's going up for order. They say when Iron Man's going up for order. They have to clear everything. So until LBS detaches from XM, you're gonna see the same funny business. It's not LBS saying, "Oh, we're gonna take our time and this and that." It's XM saying, "I'm gonna put my Maestro out before we put your Hulk out because my product is more important than yours." They're prioritizing their product over LBS's product, which of course is valid. But they have to detach. LBS has to detach from XM, and that's what's going to happen when it comes to the DC license.
Great. So now the Marvel stuff that I'm that I
No, Marvel's still there. You don't worry about Marvel.
Super slow still.
Marvel's continuing. Yeah, but you blame XM for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in those
So
offices.
With their DC line, do you think we'll finally get like some different characters, or like was this what I was saying earlier? Like we'll see the same characters that they.
It's
know.
gonna be the core. It's gonna be the core characters of that you see all the time to start off with, at least. You know, it's gonna be Superman and Batman. You know, you're gonna see that they're not gonna just do a random character like Blue Beetle or something.
Yeah.
Some random, you know,
The initial statue,
character.
Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Like,
Very
okay.
few statues do that.
So
What's that one J&D did with that girl?
It won't, yeah, I was about to say, so it won't be Arwen.
Yeah.
And talk about why isn't it selling?
Sounds like, when are we getting the statue?
Oh, I got that one, John.
Oh, I didn't get it. What happened? What happened?
Arwen. When Arwen.
Oh,
damn! Your stuff is just on another level, dude. Like philosophers will talk about your humor in the future. It's gotta.
I guess Brenton's
There we
not
go.
here, so he's got to make up for it.
I know, right?
Yes.
Hey, Brenton's the one that's been taking notes from here. Don't be how dare you?
Oh.
Got those smooth dad jokes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, anybody else want to tackle this one? I mean, the obvious answer is yes, of course. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but dig into it a little bit more and maybe, like one of you guys said, they're listening. You know, they're listening to the core team right here. Maybe they'll take some notes or something. But anybody else want to tackle this one before we go on to the next one? You, Rashid, man, you're the one with like the with the 1-to-1 scale stuff. You seem pretty happy.
Yeah, because I'm not really, I'm not rushing anymore. Like I said, so let these it's not about letting these companies suffer, but it's just, this economy is just not a good economy. This is what I'm just looking at what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like there's people that still don't have any jobs, or they can't pull this type of weight and pay rent and feed their family at the same time. I mean, luckily, I only have one child, but I still work because I know there's even though I'm retired from my other job, I still want a lifestyle. I still want to shop. So I still work for what I have, but other people, you know what I'm saying, depending on where they live at and stuff like that, it's just a different demographic for them, and like I remember what's the name? Jazz Inc. He was saying that they went on wait lists. So, and now is back open because and he came out and said it. And I like that he's honest because he said he had a whole lot of people that had FOMO and they had to return refunds.
Cancel. Mm-hmm.
They had to cancel, right? Because people, number one, either is 2,500 is basically $3,000 ship, basically. And then do you have the space for it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. So people saying, you know what, this is $3,000 here. I need my money back. You know what I'm saying? I can't even do it because where am I going to put this thing at anyway? Some people may not even have the room for it. You know, that's just how it is. You know, and just the economy right now is like bugging out. And plus, I heard I don't watch the news a lot, but I heard that like banks. I think we spoke about it a couple of shows ago. Banks in Cali went under or were going under Silicon Valley, and it's expensive over there already. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 1 minute you're doing good and 1 minute you're doing bad. So it's all on the economy. And with LBS, me personally, I sit back and I watch because I'm not convinced with LBS like everybody else. Everybody's like, I'm LBS for life, LBS, this LBS. No disrespect for people who like LBS. I have to see more. So far, for me, the Wolverine and the Hulk is good products, but I still need to see more. I'm still not convinced. So I wouldn't be quick to jump and say they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. I'm not saying that they won't, but everybody should be patient for a beginning company. Just don't think that they're gonna take over. You never know.
Yeah.
I heard
Well, it's
Blades
just like when
Man.
Which is a
they were
great
doing-
topic on constructive outrage tomorrow is company hype, baby. Tune in for the
You're
continued.
supposed to hit me. Supposed to hit me and tell me to shut up.
He think we're on constructive
Tell me
outrage
to
right
shut
now.
up.
You
Come
heard
on,
it here
man.
first. And Casual Nerd Problems.
There you go. That is a
sneak
sample.
preview.
That's a
Come on.
sneak
Preview of what's
baby.
coming up.
You're supposed to tell me shut up and save
Nah.
that energy for the show.
No, it's
Come on.
shared. We
Who
can
do you work
continue
for?
it tomorrow. It's
I
all
know,
good.
man. I'm messing around, but I just feel that before everybody jump on the hype, because before when the XM came out, it was hype in the beginning, But look at the company now; they're big. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, give it time. Don't necessarily think that they're gonna take over stuff. And I'm not saying that they won't, but you should just be patient and see what they're going to do. You never know what can happen. You just don't know.
Going back to what Pudgy said, Pudgy man, you said there might be. I think the same thing. There might be a merger. If there is a merger, what companies do you think would merge?
Ooh, this is a good one.
Like Prime One with XM or J&D with Queen or blah blah blah. Anybody on the panel? Anybody?
It'll be J&D and Mattel, I think. If they merge Barbie with J&D, it increases their distribution, brings
Where's
the
Nancy,
prices down
Rishi?
a little bit.
Where's Nancy?
I thought John was going to say J&D.
Unfortunately, I gotta
Beyond.
I gotta save that for tomorrow's channel.
Wow.
I can't. No, it's just that
Here we go.
we
here we
can't
go.
do.
He's a
it's just
spy.
that-
Oh man! Hey!
No, because what me and Cripper before Pudgy answers, me and Cripper agrees that not everybody agrees with our views, so we don't want to throw it on people's show, and then people saying, "Yo, what you doing? Why you got these guys saying this?" So that's
like
why.
especially
Right.
like if we talk about
Right.
J&D, and we don't want to
Yeah.
mess up anybody.
Listen, we could do it on this show.
we do.
We don't want to hear. We don't.
We're
wanna
not
hear
trying
no,
to disrespect Ed. We know
Yeah.
our audiences is always saying right there.
Yeah.
It's just we don't want to say something that'll put y'all in.
Yeah.
Why y'all got those people on there?
For all the
There are literally millions.
better watch out with them. Better watch out with those.
real quick. You know what's funny? His father,
Rocky
years
Maivia,
ago, Pudgy. I don't know if you remember. There used to be a gym in Rosedale. His father was there. What was his father's wrestling partner?
Oh,
shit.
that's a
I
great
don't
question.
remember.
Forget his name.
I met The Rock's father years ago
Okay.
Damn, you old.
because he was signing.
I did not say that.
Put that man on the list, John. President,
let me put on the big screen.
Here,
Let's see.
I'll,
Explain yourself. Oh, there you go.
Exile.
He exiled himself. That is
We have just cut
illegal. That's a party foul. You cannot exile
I met his
yourself.
father.
Tony
and-
Atlas.
I met his
Tony Atlas,
father years ago. They were just signing autographs. But
Thanks, it's
who would ever think that The Rock, his
Right.
son, was going to be big? You know, and
Yeah.
I didn't really was into wrestling at the time, but I met his father years ago. He just signed autograph pictures, and that was it. But that was like years ago.
There are people who say he might challenge you in future elections for the presidency.
Who?
And I'm serious. The Rock. People say that The Rock has in a couple of interviews.
I've heard that before.
Don't worry.
Very casually.
I'm going to bring up drug assumption of steroids.
Ooh, steroid use.
I've never taken steroids. Can The Rock say that?
Oh man, hey, 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 hey.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Because everyone does a different one. I do the girl on the side that be like this. Rashid does the guy like this.
I can see you guys.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
But Pudgy, going back to you with the whole merger, what do you think?
Geez, well, I don't know. Well, the one that comes to mind is already kind of a partial merger already, which is like Tweeterhead and Sideshow.
Yep.
I mean, they're separate, but they handle each other. They handle their distribution. But I would not be surprised that if that became a more solidified union, you know.
Yeah,
That's the one
Twitter
that
had
comes to mind immediately.
Sideshow. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the groundwork's already there for them. So.
Anybody else want to get some mergers or predict some mergers or?
I don't know about mergers. I could see Sideshow selling more Prime One, but I don't know about mergers. You know,
I
would love for XM to be sold under Sideshow. That would help us.
Wasn't there some drama between them a couple years ago between Prime One and Sideshow, and they weren't selling their statues for a while, and
yeah. So I don't know what the drama was, but I know I was hoping that Sideshow was going to sell the Bane versus Batman.
Yeah,
but that was just strictly sold from Prime One.
It seems like they haven't recovered from that, because before they were like hand in hand a lot of times, and then when that happened, they started selling less amount of their statues.
Right.
Whatever Prime One is doing for their statues and stuff, if they can continue doing that under Sideshow, and that Sideshow actually handles all of the customer service and distribution and everything else, and they could share the licenses and they could do them in 1/4 and 1/3, but on a scale that's manageable, that will be dope. If Prime and Sideshow really get together, not some pieces here and there will send you, but that'll be. I would love to see that, because then if Sideshow could lend them some of the Marvel licenses, and then we can get a Spider-Man Prime.
So
you have. Sorry, go ahead.
Did Sideshow absorb what was it, PCS? The ones that make they used to make the wrestling pic.
No.
No,
they just distribute. They just distribute for them.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think Sideshow will merge with anyone. I think Sideshow is going to stay where they are and distribute. I think Sideshow. I think there's going to be some news this year with Sideshow, but I'd be interested. I don't know if it would make sense for them to merge with anyone, because they're kind of in a sweet spot where they have their hands in everybody's bucket, right?
Yeah.
Distributing.
They're playing the smart game. Yeah.
I agree with Jarhead. I'd like to see the relationship between Sideshow and Prime One rock solid, because I don't want to have to guess on what, or hope and sit and wait and just hope that Sideshow is going to be getting a Prime One product. I'd like to know concrete. Okay, Penguin's coming out. I know it's going to Sideshow. Talent's coming out.
Yeah.
I know they'll get their allotment. Now we just sit and wait and see. Oh well. So I'd like that relationship to be whatever, if it's needs to be mended or whatever it is. But it needs some work.
What if, for you, John, what if Sideshow carried LBS?
Yeah, that would be nice as well.
You think that would change anything? Like, will that sell more LBSs? Would the edition
Oh yeah.
sizes go up? With
See, like the Prime One and Sideshow relationship, I don't think edition sizes would go up. With LBS, you'd have to be careful because when you start playing with the edition sizes, that's where it can lead to a downfall. I think, like, if you look how Prime One's doing it with Sideshow now, in the sense that with the edition sizes, the things sell out. They go waitlist fairly quickly. So I think if they were to kind of adopt that concept with LBS, that would be interesting to see.
I like Nelson's point. Like, yeah, Sideshow right now, I don't know how they doing financially. I didn't read their books yet. They should be arriving at my office soon. I'll go through them. But in the meantime, they seem to be at least got a lot of good energy towards them now. And doesn't seem like they really need to complicate things more if they finally starting to find their stride. We'll see. We'll see if this stuff they're announcing, the Penguin and so they announced some Superman stuff that I'm sure we'll probably get into later. But if these sell out, is it enough though? Like, let's say they do 250 and 600 ESs for all of the stuff they announced so far, and they knock it out the park. They're only selling 250 and 600 of these things. Is that enough to sustain them in this market today? It'll be interesting to find out. I don't know.
yeah.
But it's probably better than having 5,000 that ain't selling. So it's just sort of like, who knows?
So, like, one thing I was talking to a coworker about today is, like, you know, these how much these statues cost, how rare they are. Like, no one at my work collects any of this stuff, you know. And
Me
there's like
neither.
8,000 people there, and I was like, it is what it is. Whatever. I'm the only one. That's fine. But the question came up is, who are you leaving your collection to? I forget who said this. I think it was Brenton or one of the other guys on another show. He's like, bury me with it, you know, like make the hole a little bit deeper.
Make me like King Tut.
Yeah. But have you guys ever thought about this question? Who are you leaving your collection to, or are you just gonna sell it off before anything goes crazy?
I know,
or?
exactly. I'm going to be dead, so I don't give a fuck.
I know, right? That's what I was saying. I was like, sell it to anybody. I don't care.
Y'all figure it out. I ain't leaving y'all no instructions.
See, but that is the only reason I hold on to boxes, to be honest with you. Because I'm not a seller, and I haven't really sold. I've never sold anything. So I had this conversation the other day because I was moving stuff around, making space for boxes, and I said, you know, part of me says I should throw this stuff away because I really have no intention of ever selling. But the other part of me says, when I go, the kids will need a way to liquidate this, and liquidating it without the boxes. I mean, with the boxes will be a chore. Without the boxes will be a mega chore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically right now is the only reason. And still, sometimes I think maybe I'll just throw away the smaller stuff and keep the big ticket ones. You know.
I don't think you should throw. I don't think you should throw your boxes away. You know what I think of. This is what I worry about, and I'm sure everybody should worry about this. Is like, God forbid any of us pass away, some scumbag trying to rip your kids off.
Oh yeah.
By saying, oh, this doesn't go. It could go for thousands of dollars. Well, yeah, but it's not really hard. It's hard to sell, so it's going to take me time to sell it. So I'll give you $2,000 for this whole collection. And
yeah, that's when you come back from the dead.
Yeah, but that's why I just feel like it's just worth you kind of telling your kids or your siblings this and this and that. This is the way this is going to be, or whatever. Because I know one time one of my siblings said something about what she would like, and I already seen the example of what happens to an item once it's in their hand, the destruction. And I love, you love your family, but I've seen things that went there, and I seen it, and I was like, yo, what the hell happened to this?
They're not gonna have the appreciation for the collectible that
right,
it is.
Because I
It's
already
a toy
see
or an object. They
right,
don't know the value.
I
to
already
it.
see holes and breakages and stuff like that. Because I remember one time, and at the time my nephew was young, I had a Mongoose FS1, and back in the day, if you know about
bicycles, that was the bike.
GT Performers, you had to have some type of money that if you drive. That was the Mercedes Benz of bikes. You know, the
Mongoose.
GT Perform, Red Lines, Mongoose. Gave my nephew a Mongoose. Went down there and saw it, and it was all destroyed. Oh, and I wish to this day I kept that damn bike. You know what I'm saying? But I just try to tell people that, I sometimes I let my sisters see what the value that's spent, so you know that. Listen, give them references who they can go to or where to go to, of how much it runs, so they know that if somebody tries to come and rip them off, they know they can look for the
Yeah.
look, for references of what the value is of it.
I think it's cool to.
That's sweet, Archangel.
I think it's cool to even do the buddy system within the community. If you have a good friend that you know, whether they're close to you, living wise, or just a good friend, like we meet so many people. Someone that you can trust, maybe kind of just like let them know, hey, I want you to be in charge if this happens. It's a lot to ask of someone, but I think that would be
Don't
good.
let
But
them know you'll do that, because they're gonna try to assassinate you just so they can get those.
but I am learning something every week that's progressing. I'm just getting more and more stressed out when I come here.
I'm sorry, man. It was just, you know what I like having where I get these topics from is like people outside the hobby, because I feel like we mentioned like a lot of the same topics throughout all the shows, but people outside the hobby seem to have like an
Different
outside
type of
perspective from it. It's
Yeah,
it's a
well, you
fair
guys
question,
are
I
you
think.
guys are talking about where your cat's gonna go. Don't bring it over here as to where this collection.
Right?
Yeah. What's funny is my son and daughter was here over the weekend. They left yesterday, and they seen some of this in person for the first time. And you would think that, well, my son, I really wanted to disown him. You hear me, Jarrell? I hope you watched this. 'Cause his favorite was that one, Batman, because it's Batman. That's it.
You raised them well. You raised them well.
But then my brother-in-law got some points. Not my brother-in-law. I'm sorry, my sister's, whatever she
Guy.
is. He liked the Iron Man, and then my other sister was all of the hot toys. She didn't care about anything else but the hot toys. So it's weird seeing that outside perspective of when people come in and what they gravitate to. Sometimes it's just their favorite characters seem big. Sometimes it's just like whatever. But at that point, that's when it was like they didn't ask me the price or anything. They were just like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Where'd you get that? Where could I buy one?" I'm like, "You could go to Target." And I just was bullshit. I told them you could go to Target and go get them, and they was like, "For real?" And I was like, "Oh, look, Jaden's. You have an adoptive son, Crip. Okay, I'm gonna send it all to Jaden. Done.
Yeah.
That makes it easy. That makes it easy." But
If
yeah,
I
that's
could,
funny.
I could weigh in on this one. So what's funny, I'm leaving all of mine to my nephew because he appreciates pieces. Um, Minus one piece, and I thought about it when Crippler was saying different characters mean different things to different people. I have that Sideshow, the little naughty Alice in Wonderland, and my sister came in and she's like, "Oh my God, Alice in Wonderland, I love her. If anything ever happens to you," and I'm like, "You thinking about me dying?"
Wow. I got dibs on that.
Right. So, I'll leave her, the Alice, my nephew, the rest. But sad to say, like, I have a son that collects, but he's like, that's just more stuff to clean. If it's not Dragon Ball Z, he don't care about it. And then I have a stepson, but if it's not Alien versus Predator, he don't care about it. So they would just be selling it or tossing it or be up in the attic somewhere. So I say if you know somebody appreciates it or shares in that enthusiasm, just give it to them.
Yeah, I had unfortunately my older sister had said that to me one day, and I'm just standing there because I never think of what I'll accumulate from somebody's death. I just don't. I don't care.
Yeah,
I've had
I
aunts
never really
live.
think
I
about
had aunts leave me money, and I wasn't even expecting it,
Right.
and because I just don't think that way. And I remember one day I'm standing in my man cave. My sister goes, "God forbid, I want all the Star Wars." And I said, "Why would you say that?"
Thinking about it,
I
right?
said,
it.
"I don't think about death, so why would you?" She was like, "No, no, I'll probably go first anyway." But I just was saying, I just in my mind, I'm like, you never know. You don't know who may go. I don't
Just
talk
in
about. I
case.
just don't play the death thing. Period. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I hate flying. I gotta fly always to California. I hate, but you
I
just
hate
know.
flying.
Right. You just never know. But I'm just like, why would you say that? So I don't know.
Rashida, the minute you become president, first executive order, ancestors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Yes. Yes. I have to.
let's make this fun. All right.
More,
If
no
I
more
was to
women movements.
go casual, which statue would you like me to leave you?
Wow.
I know, let's
Jarhead,
put this
which
live.
statue you would like
Let's
to
put this live.
yeah.
Well, leave
and I
leave me out
literally
of
will
that
do that.
conversation.
Like I literally will be
Thank
like, here
you.
you go, honey. There you go.
Like, are you sure you want to have this conversation? Because
Exactly, man.
that's it's
Yeah,
going.
change the
You're
subject,
gonna
man.
start seeing like red dot sites on your skin.
Yeah.
That's why I told John to chill when he was just sort of like, you should just give like
Assassins.
something to the comedian. I'm like, dun dun dun. You'll be seeing the real babyface assassins coming at you. I'm like, hey, how? All right, boys. You did all of this for a freaking Iron Studio statue?
Wow.
Motherfuckers.
I think in the event of my
people are more important than things. Doesn't matter what things are.
Yeah.
Whether have a person over the thing.
Oh, I'm mad at Rashid. Before I forget this, I need to bring this up. This is another reason. First of all, my son was like, oh, he likes Batman. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he was like, yo, Dad, you got to step your game up. Look at Rashid. That's Rashid. Look at Rashid's background. I said, I'm going to get the fuck out my house.
Jesus.
Nice.
I said, get out. I'm just kidding.
I can step up my game when you stop eating the groceries.
I
There
know.
you go.
I have
Right.
Also,
go ahead, Piggy.
I was gonna say I'll give you one worse than that. My son's favorite like statue channel is Plankster.
Who?
Not
What did you just say?
himself.
Yeah,
wow,
Jupiter.
That
Son.
word,
I
that
fixed
name
that.
is.
I fixed that quick.
Get rid of that.
Really quick.
Exile.
It's because of Dragon Ball Z, right?
It's because that's it. I was gonna say it's because he has all the Dragon Balls.
Man, I'll start
Yo.
collecting Dragon Ball Z just so that you save your son.
Any of my kids ever come home talking about, Daddy, let's watch Flankster.
He's like, he's the cool guy. I was like, what cool guy? He's like, he's got all the Dragon Ball Z. I was like, we don't. He's like, but he's got Dragon Ball Z.
There is not enough room on the island for exile for that person. We need to.
What do you guys think of this one? So I'm gonna have one more, but this is gonna be I'm gonna put a poll up for this one. But I needed a fourth one, so I'm gonna ask you guys to come up with a fourth one.
Oh boy.
But one has to go: edition size, exclusives, or variants.
Ooh.
But I need one more. I need to put one more so I could load it up on the poll.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is size.
All of the
exclusive.
above. As your
All of the
variants.
other. That's good. That's good. Yeah, let's try that.
Wow. Interesting.
What's that? Issues?
Edition size.
I find this easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, add reissues instead of all of the above. What's that?
Shoot. Edition
Just
size.
letting people know if
Reissues
anybody
is
wants
valid too.
if anybody wants a life size Thanos with the gauntlet, 1/1 is 10,000. If anybody want one.
Oh, that's it?
That's all?
it.
Wow.
Let me cash app.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Let-
He only
let
has
me
one
reload-
available?
Do they take? Let me reload my Starbucks card. I'll pay for it.
I'll put it right here.
In stock and is in stock and ready to ship. Just
Wow. Nice. Is shipping included? No, of course not.
it's and only one left. Only one
Oh,
left.
damn. FOMO. Now he's bringing FOMO into it. I say we all pitch in, and every week we just send it to each other.
It's like a statue timeshare.
And
I'll go first. Variants. Get them out of there.
52% right now are saying variants. 29 votes in there already
That's-
too. Wow.
That's yeah.
Adios to variants.
27% say exclusives. 17% say edition size, and I think Walton picked all of the above. So I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding, Walton.
Well, for myself, I'm thinking personally just on what affects me. Exclusives, I often like the second head sculpt. Sometimes the exclusive head sculpt is the one that makes or breaks the piece.
Me too.
Variants don't affect me. As you know, if I get the color I want, great. If somebody else gets it in a different color, you like black instead of blue, it's still skin off my apple. The one thing that does affect me is edition size, and it only affects me in the sense of it gives you that little bit of FOMO that might make you pull the trigger sooner. Or if you do, just wait. then you run the chance of missing the piece, and you have to get it secondary, and the price may be more.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go with edition size because that's the only one that affects me in a negative way on a personal
You
basis.
just want to rip out fun from the hobby. That's all. That's a fine. Cool.
Yeah. Listen, I'll give you a
people's
magic
fun
marker. I'll give you a magic marker, and you can
You
change
can
the
write
number on the bottom to whatever fucking number you want. And in your
Oh, I
world,
hate to
that's
see
the
that.
fucking ES.
No, you know what?
Unless you run into 300 other guys holding their statues at a convention, and then you're like, oh shit, look, we all wore the same statue.
FPJ says you all don't want Batman and Poison Ivy in 5 different colors. That was good.
If one of those colors is the one I want originally, they
That's
can
all I
have
care
any
about.
other colors they
Right.
want. It's like, I don't
Exactly.
care. Long as the original one that matches the source material the most came out first. Yeah, but I agree with Pudgy for the exact same reasons. Is because if the ability that's the one that's going to affect my ability to obtain it or pay through the roof for it if that's something I really, 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 really want. Where all of the other ones is like, no, if I like it, I probably got the exclusive already. And if a variant comes out, hopefully, like I mentioned earlier, the original one is the one I wanted because it most matches. So those don't affect me personally. But I do understand why people would vote for the other ones
Sure.
over.
I understand it too. Yeah.
Yep.
How about you, Jarhead? What do you think?
I think it depends on how it's done. I've said it before. Like some companies do it better with the variants. They put them out at the same time so you can pick one. But I think variants would be my one that I would pick because I've always liked smaller ESs. So I think when you have a smaller ES, it makes the collecting more fun. When you have 2,000 statues out there, I just don't think it's as fun. I mean,
Can
you
and
think
John
about
go
the
into
statue that you really
the
want and
fun
you hunt it
part?
down.
What's
you finally
what's
get
the
it,
fun part for you guys? Like, that's an honest question. Like, when you guys say fun, where's the fun at?
They enjoy the exclusivity.
The hunt, the exclusivity.
Getting to that statue before somebody else does, and it sells out.
So you guys like girls who are hard to get.
Yeah. To me, that's fun. It's like, oh shit, let me get on the computer.
No, that makes sense because
He likes working for it.
Yeah,
I like her to give it up. Give it up.
Yeah, I'm like, baby, I ain't got.
Give it up, and I'll see
Now
you
we're
next
comparing
week.
the hobby to women. You hate to hear it.
I
Give
like
it up.
the chase, Pudgy. I like the chase.
You like the chase. That's all. That's what.
Makes it more
Get up,
interesting.
see, you like the chase, like a cat. You can't chase it, and then you
Yeah,
got.
and
it,
I'm a dog.
And then you just throw it
Just
back
give me
in the
my
water,
meat.
like fishing, right? Like it's like, you get it, and then you're like, I just did it for the sport, baby. Throw that shit back in the water,
He
live,
smacks it away.
swim away.
What are you talking about, man?
Fishing, you never fished there.
What are you talking about?
You never
Wait,
went fishing
Sam, you need a
I've
version
gone
for the
fishing.
Canadian.
Now we're comparing statues to fishing. Like what? What are you
He
doing?
goes ice fishing, though. It's different.
No. Oh yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry. Ice fishing. Do you got holes though, right? Don't they carve out the holes in the ice like that?
He's still going.
This is,
John,
I use
did you
firecrackers. Okay, I throw the.
Straight up hand grenades. Boom.
What were you
John,
gonna
did you
say?
say? Did you already go?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Piggy, how about you?
I would say, actually, just to speak on variants, I actually come up on variants because sometimes I don't like just to use poison ivy. I don't care about the light skin. I want the green. You know what I mean? Or maybe I missed out on the opportunity to get a version of the statue the first time, and you're using her with a different hairstyle or something like that. I don't care. She's close enough to what I originally wanted. Now this is my opportunity to get it. So I come up on variants. As far as edition size, I don't really, to be honest, I don't really care about that. I don't care about the hunt. I care about the haggle. If I get but I would say maybe the exclusives. But when you say exclusive, do you mean like a Sideshow exclusive with the statue, or this exclusive version? Like here's the version with the regular
The DX bonus.
DX bonus, yeah.
Bonus.
The bonus.
So I think that could work two different ways because I know they'll never split that because you can make twice as much money off the characters to sell it one way versus a double way. But I almost wish they would get rid of that, so that way maybe they can just make that would increase the edition size because we're going to get the alternate portrait or whatever makes it exclusive, no matter what. You know what I mean? I just kind of wish that would work.
Yeah. The thing is, I do like the I just wish that they never sort of labeled it exclusive, meaning that two portraits means exclusive. It should be like, no, this statue comes with two
Yeah,
portraits, and
no,
don't make it exclusive because I don't want
that's
the
the thing.
exclusive to go away in the head scope like Sideshow
And
did.
you'll
in the
have no
exclusive.
choice.
Yeah,
Use
you
the
get
statue
that
with
one,
one
right?
depiction.
Do you guys?
Yeah, I wish those weren't tied together.
You guys remember the guy that whenever we had questions or topics, we would ask a question and he would always do this? Is the question one has to go because it's least important or most important? This guy always does that. What's up, man? I haven't seen you for a minute. Hopefully everything is going okay. And like, yeah, man, like I was mostly going like one has to go as like you get if going
Which one
forward.
would you like to see go, right?
Yeah, basically.
Get rid of exclusive.
Get rid of exclusive.
I mean,
Pudgy.
how often are you going to change out the head sculptor or whatever? You know, you find that one that you like, but if you don't have a choice, anyways,
right?
That's it. You know?
I just like the option because like with my Malik from XM, two great portraits, and it was hard to pick, but I just kept it the original. But the prosthetic mouth, the cybernetic, is excellent the way they sculpted it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just like having the more statue to me, the better. I like having options, even if I'm not gonna use it. Like the Boba Fett from Sideshow, it comes with two portraits: the helmet and the reveal face. Just the fact that it comes with extra, why not? The more material, the better for me.
So what if they did two different variants? Like they get two different ones, but lower the ES of each one.
No,
so one has one head that's different, and one has another.
Yeah,
head
that's what I did with Prime One with Hush Batman. I pre-ordered it, and I saw the different heads that they were offered, and the one that I saw and said that's the one I'm going to display. I'm not going to display the others. Was the regular. So I pre-ordered the regular.
So I mean, what if the company did that like that? If they did one version of it and then the other version of it, which would be the EX or whatever, but they just did the same amount of each, and they just made the edition sizes smaller for both.
It has a different edition size and everything.
I was going to say, so make 1,000 of them. So say if you get Boba Fett, 500 comes with one portrait, and then the exclusive, you get another 500 with the double portrait. Just make them all the double portrait. Make 1,000 of them and charge that.
And this way they'll sell.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I don't want
well, what fun is that?
Yeah, if you split them, if you split them, then it's just you're getting less. Like, you know what I mean? Because right now, even if you never change it, the option for the one that I like and the one that Jarhead like and the one that Pudgy like may be all different, but we have that opportunity to display it the way we want. It gives it a little different, little uniqueness to it, but it gives you that choice versus like if it only came with the one that Jarhead liked and I didn't really like that one. Rogue is a good example. How many Rogues is still sitting there because she doesn't have the puffy hair, right?
That's Rashid's example, man. Come on.
Use your own examples.
Yeah.
Those are what? Oh, Rashid's? Yeah. I'm sorry. If that's Rashid.
It's all right. He's my spokesman. He has the permission.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We
license. Me again,
two peas in a pod.
My bad. All right. Let's see what's another one. I don't know. Like, let's say that White Suit Magneto came with another head. Yeah, or the Wolverine. Like, there's so many good examples of like multiple head sculpts where some might like one, the other person might like another. The fact that all of us could be happy by buying that one statue, that's consumer friendly. You know what I mean? It's just consumer friendly.
Give me your hand, and we'll dance around the campfire and sing "Kumbaya, Kumbaya, my lord."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put all the portraits in there. There's no exclusive. Just make them all with the portrait and just charge all the.
Yeah, like change exclusive, charge a little more. Maybe not in this climate, but before when you were doing it, charge a little more. and just give us the option.
Or you could do what
versus-
Traderhead did and charge more for 2 heads and then only ship one. You could.
Jesus. Wow, that's a little soon. That's a little
Yeah,
soon.
come on, Pudgy.
Sorry.
That's a little soon.
The new
Welcome that
marketing
type of
approach.
stuff.
Why not do open made to order regular, and then you have the exclusives with an ES?
That'd be
Everyone
nice.
who wants the regular made to order, he's there. Just order it in time. You want the exclusive portraits, you have that limited.
It'll never happen in this climate because
You
they
please-
want to move product. That's the thing.
You
John, I
please
think it's a
both
great
hands.
idea, but if they do it from today on, episode 85, so that
Yeah.
you could coin it.
Well, I'll never get it. Come on, you know how these guys are. Oh, we had that idea already. Yeah, we were sitting back there watching.
It was in the
Yeah.
works.
But I think that's what they should do. Really, I think that would work. Everyone, this way, it's just a cap. They don't say, "Oh, we're doing 2,500 of this character regular," and then they don't sell and they sit, and then the exclusive. You have the exclusive at a lower yes. Made to order, boom. If only 100 sell, 200 sell, whatever. That can backfire though, because I'm sure you need to meet a certain quota to execute the project. So there would have to be some sort of stipulation there as to maybe like not a crowdfunding, but there has to be a minimum order amount. I don't know. XM does it. I'm sure it can be done.
Pudgy, did you already say which one
Yeah,
has to go?
I did. Yeah, I did. I was the first one, I think.
Gotcha. Okay. Rashid, how about you? Did you already say? Did you already go?
Nah, I guess what do you call it? The variants, I guess,
Yeah. Are you going for like variants as like in Poison Ivy, like different colors, or variants as like in?
Yeah, that,
I guess that's
that flesh bullshit that started all them arguments. But after a while, like I mean, it's I don't know. I just don't care about the variants anymore. It's like the game's getting that old where it's like okay, enough of it.
Yeah.
It's just throw in all the exclusive stuff in one shot. You know what I'm saying? But the variants, enough with that.
I like what Carl said for variants. I don't like variants of the same pose. Different costumes should be different poses. I think that's fair.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the end, Buck, what do you think?
Say get rid of reissues. I don't like, I've said it multiple times. Like, don't call it like a item with an edition size. It's a limited edition, like collectible, and then re-release it later. Otherwise, you could just say like it's an open ES or whatever, and you can re-release it how many times you want. But don't it's false advertising if you re-release it, in my opinion. So get rid of like re-releases and reissues. So the kind of stuff Prime One does. Other companies have done it too, but Prime One is like the greatest offender recently. So I don't like that in the hobby. Doesn't mean they don't do good products, but I think that's one of the nastiest things they do. One of them.
Gotcha.
But
Really quick, John, you got to get out of here.
Take it easy, guys. Good to
John,
spend some time
don't
with
leave
you.
me.
I know.
Kumbaya, my John. Kumbaya.
You.
I'll bring the marshmallows next week.
You what?
Bring the
Marshmallows
marshmallows.
next week.
Lock
Pudgy,
the
you
door,
bring the crab
casual.
crackers, and you, Sam, bring the sticks.
Oh, I got the sticks.
Oh, we're doing a roast?
We're gonna do a s'mores on the campfire.
S'mores.
That's what the whole appreciation of the week is. A roast, basically.
Pretty much.
Right.
Appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Eh? Always good to spend some time with you.
Take care. All right, buddy.
Peace, John.
Yeah, Buck. Sorry to cut you off right there. Yeah,
I was gonna ask,
reissues.
what if the reissue is a variant? Like, for example, like they'll release a Spider-Man, but then it'll be the same Spider-Man on the same bridge, only he's like got his arm up or his head's turned the other way or something like that. You consider that in the same category as the reissue?
I still think it's skeevy. Yeah, so no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
If you wanna release a Spider-Man that's black after you've done the red and blue, make a new sculpt. I mean, that's what I would prefer. I'm not saying I'm gonna get that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But if
make
we're
a new
asking
sculpt.
you what you would like, that's what you would like.
Even when you see that when like it'll be a color release, and then like 6 months later, it'll be a black and white rendition of the exact same pose, the exact same characters.
No bueno. That's not good. I don't think that's a good thing to do. Yeah, I think it's scummy.
Casual, with your Red Hulk, there's no green version of that, right? That's Red Hulk. That's Thunderbolt Ross, right?
Yeah. So
that's what I love about that piece because you can
see,
tell by the face.
That's XM. That's XM Crippler. They
XM.
don't.
Yeah.
They didn't like. I'm so glad that they didn't take the transformation. That's why I didn't get transformation right away because I was like, let me see if they're gonna paint this thing red or gray, and they didn't. That's why that's what I liked about XM. That's why I call them like the Bowen. They didn't have to do, at least if they're gonna do a Red Hulk, they did his role Red Hulk. So they can sit next to each other and have it's different.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's like it's not somebody got cheap and say, let me just paint this red and just call it the Red Hulk.
Yeah, because you compromise the character in a little way too, right? Because it's sort of like you got to do something that fits both characters that don't, but it's not as iconic as something like yours.
Take this out of the statue period. Like instead of letting it be its own entity, now you changed it around. So now that Hulk transformation stays Hulk transformation, not like when Sideshow had those 3 Hulks. You know, they did those 3 Hulks, and then each color, and then they did the banana peel Hulk, each color. You know, and it just looked like a reading rainbow.
Because
no.
XM has integrity in their work and their lines, and they want to distinguish and differentiate their characters. Because I think it's a certain type of collector that shops at XM. Not saying that they're like high and mighty above the rest, but if XM is your preferred shop, is because you know they like you're gonna get your money's worth with these characters. They're gonna do it with integrity, and like she was saying, they're not just gonna take the same figure and dip it in paint and pull it out and say, "Now here's the character."
Yeah, I think even when XM misses the mark, it's because they missed the mark on the character. And the essence, not the paint and the art and the sculpt and all of that stuff. It's still always well done.
Well, you guys, I'm going to close the poll, but I want to show you how the poll went, and here it is. So with 58 votes in, variance is at 69%. Out of all the numbers, goddamn it, it's 69.
Variance is getting freaky.
Yeah.
Little freaky variance.
But there we go, man. Nice. Just to let those statue companies know, like, we don't appreciate them variants. But yeah, it's interesting. A lot of people, like over 10, like a little bit 10% of people edition size, it matters to them. So that'd be a lot different. But thanks you guys for voting. 58 votes, and everyone on the panel. It was cool. All right, you guys. Let's get to the fun part tonight. So where is it? And let's get into some of these.
I thought this was the fun part, homie.
Right?
You mean there's more fun?
The pics.
Pics.
So this guy, this what's called, this board is from IKEA. This guy cut out some of the cards from the old school X-Men line, and he got one of the comic book strips, and he put it together and laid it out flat. I thought it was amazing.
Mounted it, yeah.
We did a great job.
Nice display.
Look at that.
This picture right here was always one of my favorite X-Men. It was a poster in the back of a comic that popped out. I always just love that picture.
Man, it's so much talent in this community. Like the stuff we'll craft, if we can't find what we want and we know what we want it to look like, we'll get a comic book and some crap from Michaels and just get it going. Like this dude went and got it like an IKEA picture and it's made what he wanted. It's a lot of talent.
Like they had that guy that did the faces, like people gonna make it. They're gonna create it. That's what I like about. That's one thing I like about the community. That it be custom. People, if it's a character that a company's not gonna make, people are gonna make it. And I think that really is gonna happen a lot. Because I went on YouTube. I think a lot of people start to experiment with 3D printing to make their own stuff.
Hey Rashid, I'm gonna stop you for a second because you told us to like not be nice guys anymore. So your mic is going out for some reason.
Your picture's crispy.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it's back up.
Is it good now?
Going in and out.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
That whole spiel you just did. It was
Yeah, I heard that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think somebody's trying to destroy my campaign. I don't know, man.
I think Keeses and Cash. I mean, yeah, they in the chat.
Especially
So-
Keeses, man. Hate.
Hey. And Slipper was making some remarks on Salma too, and I know he's supposed to be your boy. I'm just
Nah,
saying
my
when
boy,
I
man.
open.
Slipper, nah.
Oh, you gave him permission. Okay.
Yeah, he's cool.
Okay. Slipper's like, I don't need nobody permission.
No, but Rashid, what were you saying?
I said, I think people are gonna start experimenting with 3D printers because a lot of people are buying 3D printers and experimenting. Like this guy did the same. I have, I got the ATST. This guy made one bigger than mine with a 3D printer. So a lot of people are gonna start dabbling on 3D printers, creating their own little, whatever they want to, they feel like they want to see. They're gonna start doing it their own.
It's a whole group with 3D printers. Like they did a Calvin Ellis Superman. That was dope. I saw Brother Voodoo. That was dope. I mean, these people just print them at the crib.
No, Piggy, that's what's up because like my boy that I work with, he got a 3D printer a couple years ago. And then he was like, I'm gonna make you something. I was like, I'm good, because I thought it was gonna be like this cheap, like whatever. I'm like, nah, don't waste your materials. You can do it for something else. Like that. He said, I'm gonna make it for you. He's like, what do you like? I was like, and then he gave me the option of Thanos thingy, and he made like a Thanos like head, sort of like just the head, and then he brought it. It's still in my office, like my physical office, and the studio. And it looked really, 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 really good. And then I had somebody paint it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep this thing forever."
But
it ain't crazy statue quality, but the quality was better than I expected it to be.
Oh yeah.
But you know what, guys? It's just like, because my boy told me Prime One's printer may run about. I think he told me like maybe 100,000 or more, 150,000. All it takes is a group of people to put money together. You know what I'm saying? And start their own company. I'm just saying, just in general. If everybody put up money and to create their own printer and say they're gonna do this and they're gonna start doing that. That's all how it starts. You know what I'm saying? That's all how it starts and stuff.
That and technology is making these printers more and more affordable. And
Exactly.
more advanced.
Exactly. So you're gonna find a printer that you thought was not gonna print what you thought it was gonna print, and like you said, because technology keeps advancing. Go ahead now because look at the video games and everything else. So now these printers are going to be available for anybody to buy.
It was funny. I was just watching a video on this guy too that he does that, and I was looking at doing that myself, but I just don't have the painting skills. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you
setting
can pay
that
somebody
up,
to paint.
Well, yeah.
But just imagine if you made
the files aren't expensive. The FLAC files.
The
they're not expensive at all.
$8, $20. I've seen them. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Gotta start our own campaign. I wish our president could, assign a.
You never know, man. You never know.
This is cool though, man. The cars, the comic book strip, and he put it together on an IKEA thing or a frame, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And he probably had this comic book, in storage or whatever, and these cards in storage, and he just put them together.
I think you get that strip from Wizard. I could be wrong, but I think you get it from a Wizard magazine. Excellent.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Oh, and I put. So people were asking, what's the scale on this freaking Red Hulk compared to the Apocalypse? And this Red Hulk destroys this Apocalypse, man. Like everyone says the Apocalypse is. Yeah, here's another picture right there. That's him on this.
His arm is up.
Well, he would be, I think, bigger than Apocalypse. But Kaz, let me ask you a question. What made you give up Hulk transformation and then want this? Is you just like to sculpt more?
No, so I gave up Hulk transformation because I got rid of my good guys, like all my X-Men line and all that stuff, and this wall right here is dedicated to bad guys.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I like that Hulk transformation, but I let him go way before I got this one.
I do like the color on this. This color pops. That red, even though it's like not a super bright tomato, it's a nice crimson style. Look at the veins on that, and you see what I mean. That sculpt does not look like a freaking David Banner or Bruce Banner.
That's
Hulk.
hand sculpted too, I think, right? It's not.
Yes, it is.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So casual, if you're able to kind of make this determination now, because I know Red Hulk is really new. Sometimes we kind of dwell on what's new. But of the 5 characters that's currently on this wall, who's your favorite? With the Thanos on throne? Which of these
Out of
5?
all these characters, I always look at this guy right here, man. Like we were talking about earlier, the portrait sets this one off. Like the regular portrait is nice and everything, but man, this custom group made this King Thanos portrait, and man, like I look at this every day. I come in this office or come in this room. This thing is, I set him up high too. Like I could always set him here on the table down here, but I was like, this guy deserves.
He's up there, kind of looking down.
Yeah, but yeah, for me, honestly, this guy still holds the crown, the throne, everything. All
And
like
if you have that EX portrait, it goes up even better.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
So-
It's right there.
Hey, I'm telling you, just a jarhead.
Well, you have the ultimate Thanos on throne, because you have all the portraits and you have the exclusives. So
Yeah, I just need that freaking pedestal that comes with like some people will have a custom pedestal with like the cube on top of it.
yeah, I think the sword is better though.
Yeah, I got luck with the sword.
Yeah.
I thought I saw somebody selling that one with the cube on it too long ago.
That thing goes for like $800, man. I was like,
The one with the cube?
Yeah.
Really?
Last I seen, yeah.
Yeah, I think your villains could like. This is what I love to see. Like let's say if I don't have a strong villain line, but like if I had one, it'll be cool to be like, all right, what villains you got? Let's villains go against villains. Like you got a squad that could probably wipe. You got Galactus.
Yeah, man.
Thanos.
I always think
Ultra.
that Galactus headbutt is going to always be it's never going to it's going to last the test of time, because even if they make a Galactus on throne, it's just the size of it. It's just that's the head bust of him, that was Sideshow. Sideshow was ahead of his time when they did that Galactus.
You know what's funny about this Galactus? Like when I unboxed it, I swear, man, I was unboxing it and like it's heavy as anything, and it's like really, really heavy. But I was unboxing it, I was putting his antennas together onto his head, and I saw this piece right here. It was inside the box, but I didn't want to show it to the guys while unboxing it. I was like, oh man, did I get scammed? Did I get like a freaking
No, that's the exclusive.
I know, but I didn't know because I was looking at all the videos. I was like, man, I think I got scammed. It comes with this like weird Galactus like, little like placard, and I showed everybody, and they were like, no, man, that's the exclusive, and I was like, nah, you guys are lying to me, whatever. But it turns out like this is even. I paid I think $700 for this thing a while back.
Wow.
But like now it's like going for way more than that because of this guy right here. And I was going crazy. I was like, you guys are messing with me. Like, you guys. But yeah, that's a really quick story with that one.
The recast says Galacticus, right?
Galactic. Yeah.
Right. Wow.
That brings it to a whole nother level right there.
Yeah.
That's the exclusive.
But I thought Red Hulk was a good guy now. He's not. He's a bad guy, because I don't keep up with that.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy now.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's a bad guy here, so.
All he wants to do is have superheroes that he can control, and you can't really control the Avengers.
Casual, what do you think about Harrison Ford and Thunderbolt Ross?
I was gonna
I think
say,
he's
man, I don't know how they're gonna do
way
that.
too
That
old.
guy, yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm
What
not
the
an
hell was that?
ageist, but I wouldn't
They're
be
just gonna use his image
backing it with money.
over the CGI Red Hulk. Like he shows up for a little bit, and I think once he transforms, he's just gonna be in Hulk form forever. And they'll just have like his image, the CGI.
We'll see, man. But Nelson says you should get a miniature Captain America shield and Thor's hammer and put them on the base. I think what you guys were mentioning earlier, the 3D printers, I could do that with a 3D printer, print out like little
easy,
shields,
like,
a little hammer.
Easy too.
Yeah,
It's the
I might do
like
that.
Jarhead was saying, it's just about getting it painted. That's the if you're good at painting, then yay. But if you're like
So Casual, you got an empty space there.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
It's the Juggernaut.
Yeah. Just waiting for Juggernaut. That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna be done with this wall.
That wall is coming out though.
Yeah, you saw it. So then we got freaking CFO with
Let's
his
look
like,
at this, because I love this statue.
Look at this thing, man.
Man,
They should hire
Are you,
this guy. I swear.
are you gonna get the A or B, Crippler?
I'm getting B. I want the options. I'll probably do that pose
Yeah,
though,
he
right
look
there.
he likes short, stubby hands, arms, and
Yeah, I like short, stubby, mutated, like people with mutations. Yeah, beastly, feral, Wolverine style looking Wolverines. Yes, I don't want no 6'4" Hugh Handsome Jackman. I want this beast of a Wolverine, this mutated looking forearms the size of Kansas. Let's
I
go.
think I think if you
This
get
is
if you get the B, I think there's 6 different portraits, right?
Yeah, like I think there's 2 or 3 for each
Yeah.
bus.
Low key, if I had a place to put him, I would.
It's okay, Walton. You like Thor. I'm just
what
kidding.
were you saying, Picky?
If I had a spot for this, I would get this piece. Like I think this is like a dope.
I
Like,
love this thing.
you get the right lighting on it, you can make it pop in any collection. Just don't have
Like
to
Yeah.
like this lighting right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
Well, I love this guy's photography, but this lighting, I think, with this, I don't think for this, not for this piece. I want a different type of lighting.
Oh man, hey, 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 hey.
Embrace the hate,
That's
baby.
that's
It's
my
not
boy,
right with a
man.
little
CFO's
hate.
my boy, man.
Rashid is coming for Keith's crown. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
The,
just
the
said I
president
love this
I'm
cannot
gonna do a
be.
counter. I'm gonna do a
Listen,
counter.
You cannot
1,
label
2,
the
3.
president hater. That we will
not
not
trying to
stand for.
switch your narrative on me, man.
No, no, no.
Presidential hate.
You get
Oh
that
man,
presidential hate, baby.
nah.
But
I
look at
think
this thing.
Ooh.
Oh, go ahead,
the
Buck.
mutton chops like on this is like from the Delotto Sex and Violence run. That's what's inspiring it. Even the poses as well.
Dalato, you say?
Have you
Yeah.
read that? Have you read that line? It's pretty good.
Nah, I
It's a
haven't.
pretty good line.
But like I'm a big fan of his work, so like I always like pay attention to anything he does.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Buck. Like everyone's concern on this one is like the arms, the forearms, or the chest. Like, what do you think of the whole body structure on this thing?
On one of the torsos, his torso looks a bit too long. It looks odd. But as for the arms, they can be like that, you know. It's just a matter of, do you want your Wolverine to look like an odd but still possible human being, or do you like him to look idealistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on like what you're willing to tolerate. It's very possible for a human being's body to be like that, even with the torso that looks weird. But like the question is, why would you do it like that? You know?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So Sam could buy it.
Look at this thing, man. This is
That's
a
still my
classic.
favorite Thor.
Hey
right
guys,
there.
that's mixed media cape right there. Put
Look
some
at that.
respect on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is that they did their thing with that cape right there. Somebody took some time.
Learn how to pose. Get yourself some hot toys. Start
You know,
practicing.
I think that's the difference. Is like, see, I started with these hot toys, so mixed media was everything. That's all you got with mixed media, so you got to get good with it. So when the hate, like when you hear a lot of people that don't like mixed media, you like why, and then you see if you get your first couple of sculpted, and you be like, okay, that's why. But I don't hate it as much as a lot of people because that's what I was brought up doing was just get those wires right. You don't gotta get those wires right. Put some time into it.
I used to prefer mixed media until
Mhm.
like it gathers lint, and then when you ever cleaning the dust off of it, it's extra hard to clean the fabric. So that's why I think a lot of people, not just even for the look, but for the maintenance, because that fabric can be like cumbersome to upkeep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta dust that thing a lot.
You gotta kill the fabric.
But man, this looks so good to me, dude. This piece right here.
I like it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sculpting a cape that looks like this, and then you just don't see capes that they're sculpted like this. A lot of I don't know whether it's a matter of time they give the sculptors, but they never bother to do fantastic looking sculpted capes for the most part. Most of the time, they don't
Yeah.
put much effort into the capes. They just like the wind is just blowing it to the side, and it's super boring or something. I know I feel like if you're gonna go and do a sculpted cape, make it look interesting because you could do a lot of fun stuff like sculpturally. You can push it stylistically beyond what you can accomplish with mixed media. With mixed media, look at this. You get like the realism for free with the wires. But when you're gonna go sculpted, I think that's where you go big or go home. You really need to push things. And so generally speaking, it would be nice to have I have a preference for like sculpted. I don't hate mixed media, but like if you're like the only time I'm gonna truly appreciate the sculpted is when the artist takes the time to do a really nice like drapery and like folds in the cape. So
And
I
it,
think
and it has to
I
be
think this is one of
substantial
Daniel
too.
Bell's best statues. I think.
Yeah, easily.
yes,
For me, because like yeah, when I got this, like this one, there was a lot of Thors that came out after, and people got drawn to those, and I'm just sort of like, I don't see it, man. I wouldn't personally, and it ain't because you don't have the money to get it or you don't have the size. Like, I have the room to get any one of those other ones, but I'm like, not this. Until something tops this one, I'm not even thinking about getting rid of this one or moving it.
someone asked about the best sculpted cape we've seen. Two pieces are coming to mind. One, there's like an old Scarlet Witch comiquette from Sideshow. The cape is really good on that. This one with the Vision toy on the
Yeah, that was
base.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
a really good cape. And then there's that previous like Batman that Amilcar worked on, and they said someone else worked on the cape, but it's the one where he's on the gargoyle and his cape is like flowing on the floor. That's a really good sculpted cape. You know,
I like the new Batman, the one where he's jumping in the air with the lightning bolt behind him.
Oh yeah.
I like that
That's
cape a
cool.
lot.
Nice.
Yeah, I go with. Oh man, is that my mic again?
It went out for like a second.
It
but
went
you're
out
back.
for a second.
I like the like. I hate to agree with Keith's. That Mythos Vader, the recent one.
You didn't have
I,
to say his
that's a good
name.
one,
You
too.
should have just said it.
yeah, let me not.
Yeah, you could say
Can you take-
Slifer's name right there.
Yeah,
That's-
say
Yeah,
Sliffer. Yeah,
I
Sliffer.
agree with Sliffer.
Yeah.
The Mythos Vader cape. I saw that in person, and
Jesus.
when I saw that piece, that's when I was like, yeah, I got to get that piece. I wish they didn't make 11,000, but that piece is hot, and I love how I think the Kacherik brothers does the best capes, just in my opinion.
Keeson says hate, hit it casual.
Oh, Cat, don't do it. Don't do it.
My favorite sculpted cape is the third scale Superman Hush of Brian Bell. I don't know if you guys saw that one. Are you having
Yeah,
casual?
Hush is one of the great ones, right?
Yeah, but it's like one of the old school ones, so it's definitely it's beautiful. It has like that effect of him, hovering in the air. But like Buck said, there's like it's just waving one way, But when you look at the Thor, this is going everywhere, And I agree with Buck where like it definitely has more going on for it. But for its time, for the Superman Hush, I would love it, and that's why I got it, of course, right? But yeah, I definitely like it.
Wait, before you go, I gotta say one thing about Buck's reply. The next time I buy a statue going forward, I'm gonna check with Buck before I get it because he brings up stuff that people don't even think about. He'll be like the left boot had a curl at the bottom. And it's like, man, I'll probably save a lot of money.
No. Because sometimes you overthink some shit. If you like it, just get it.
yeah. Listen to Sam on that one. Oh, man, you don't want me to like overanalyze stuff for you.
Take it in, but you need to be secure after that. Everything Buck says doesn't bother you personally, and if it does, you'd be like, "Oh no, good call. I'm with you on that. That's gonna bother me." But no, because Buck will give you some information. I'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome," but you got to make sure that bothers you as much as it bothers him, because he's looking at it with an artist eye, and not just somebody who likes a dope shit eye. But it could be both sometimes. Delicate
You guys
balance.
think Terry's gonna get this thing or no?
I think Terry's out of room. Terry, are you out of room? I think Terry said he was out of room.
Terry said he's gonna break down a wall or something, didn't he?
Oh, he's breaking down walls now.
Uh-oh.
He's Chris Jericho now.
Yeah.
Break the walls down.
This is gonna go in the Gotham Cenobites collection because I mean he has a sickle in his hand. You see like the zombie effect on it. He's gotta get it. It goes with everything like Hellraiser, Batman, his entire collection.
See, this is the difference between me on a panel or show. Because I'm going to ask you, do you already have a Batman? How many do you have? Do you need it? Or any other statue? And if you sleep on it and you still think you get it, then we celebrate it. But I don't think anybody needs to get anything.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want it, celebrate it, get it. But don't let nobody peer pressure you to get it. You got to really like it and then do it. Because, yeah, I'd be like, because me and my friend talk a lot of times, and he'd be like, yo, I think I want to get this. Like, he's literally was thinking about getting a custom Wolverine, and I'm like, oh, that's dope. Where's it going to go? He's like, oh, I don't know where to go. If you want it, I hit him with the raw sheet. I'd be like, if you really want it, get it, hold it down, and lock it down. But if you think about it, though, if you really need it, and then he'll sleep on it, he was like, oh yeah, no, I moved on. I moved on from that. Sometimes you still get it and be like, yeah, when is it coming in? I want to see it. Send me some pictures. I want this.
I want this too, man.
It looks beautiful. With the effect too. I feel like the bokeh in the back, I feel like it's artificial. He did it in Lightroom.
I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going on the Magneto, the OG one.
To me, that's still classic. This one right here, I still love this Magneto. Yeah, I love this.
There's a time I was after this piece, but there's a specific head sculpt I want by Tiago Provin, and then I also want Chunk Kinman head sculpt, but I can't. Anyone who's selling this with those head sculpts, they're asking for prices that a crackhead like me will not be willing to pay.
That's why you need to stick with those J&D Barbie dolls, bro.
Oh, heck yeah. When is your next one?
Hey.
So you want to remain president and you don't want to
I'm
be
sorry,
king?
Buck. Buck, I love you, man. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Hey.
Nah, but
sorry,
I was looking for this piece, and when XM first came out, and this was their flagship, this was the one that everybody was talking about, and it was so hard to find this piece, man. It was real hard, and when I finally got it, I was happy, and I never, I still have it to this day, and still love it. Still love this piece,
To this day.
Till this day.
To this day.
This one, I wasn't too much of a fan of, but it's growing on me a lot, man.
I think it's a good role.
I always
I like it. I don't like the what you call it, where they trying to show her powers with the Wolverine claws and Gambit. I think that was so stupid. Just leave it less like this. I mean, maybe they could have had her smirking a little bit, but if I didn't have the Sideshow Rogue with the exclusive, I would have got this one. Because all they need to do is have her smiling. But I think this Rogue is still a good piece.
Yeah. No, I definitely like that.
Got that.
Yeah, I love this.
That's
one.
my boy.
Yo, I love
the
this
LBS
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
No, they say that.
It is, man. You guys can't deny that.
Oh. Yeah, to me, this was my favorite Cyclops. I mean, when Sideshow had Cyclops, man, I hated that piece. The face looked like melted. I don't know. It's like melted cheese, stale cheese, and it looked crazy. But when I got this one, I was happy with. That's when I knew that XM did a good job.
That's when I unsubscribed from Keith's channel when he was talking about, hey, yo, I like the Sideshow one better. I was like, nah, fuck this dude.
Hell yeah. Hey.
This one's cool too, man. I passed up on this one though for the Sideshow one.
Yeah.
But this one's really
But this
nice.
one comes back a lot. I had so many opportunities to get this thing.
I actually like this one more than the Sideshow one.
I just don't
Really?
like the hair on this
Yeah.
one.
But I have the original Sideshow Gambit. I think that's the best one out of all of them. This the original Sideshow one. So
Oh, it's me, Evan. I'm gonna check it out. I didn't know you had a review on Cyclops.
Oh, here you go. This is for our boy.
Ooh. Oh, praise you, Queen. Mommy? Where we going, Mommy? Where you taking me? This is the one I just look at the most because I love it. And Kaiser will tell you, it's not just it's sexy, but the Those fingers are substantial in the depth with the flames that are almost coming like in between it. All of that stuff looks really, really, really good. The the overspray is well done.
Yeah, man.
But
Magic is underage, Sam.
Oh,
no, she's
don't
not.
do that.
No,
Nah,
she's not.
No, she's not, man.
You thinking
I
about
was
that?
admiring her.
the
Don't say that. I
other
was
one.
admiring the thigh gap.
No, this is just she's such
Well,
an
you mean to
interesting
tell me if
character.
one girl come like that to your room with some swords and stuff, you gonna keep the door closed, bro?
You can check your ID first.
Nelson.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
We're
no.
waiting. Okay. No, I'm kidding.
She's actually older in the comic books.
Walton. Yeah. See,
She's
a lot
actually
of
older
people
in the comic books now because she was lost in that
limbo.
for a long time, and she came out
Yeah.
and she was older.
It was only seconds for everybody else. I meant for her. I meant for everyone else, but for her, it was like a whole adventure. That's like
Oh, wow.
crazy. Mm-hmm.
But Jarhead
And,
is old enough.
If she's 18, if she's 18,
Oh man.
All right, we're gonna skip on it because we're gonna get in trouble. Do you
Yo,
guys see these?
I love these two pieces. I almost was gonna get this Black Panther.
What
And I
scale?
was-
Really?
What scale? Was it?
Denver.
1/4. And I love this Namor. I think it's hot.
His name
I
was
think,
got attitude. Yeah.
yeah, I love this Namor. I think is this the Namor that has the head? The other skull where he has the head.
that's a different one.
Oh, it's a different one. Okay,
Yeah,
I still
Is it
like
two
this
di-
Namor.
I think it's two different custom groups, or it's the same custom group, but they did two different statues.
That is.
But
well done.
I think this Namor is this is a nice Namor though.
It's crazy how they swapped out the torso for the Black Panther. Watch this.
Yeah,
That's cool.
but I hate to say it, though that
I like that one.
Black Panther looks like Shaka Zulu for real. Man. Does
He's,
not look
he's,
like
he's, he's, a
no
little, he's a little
disrespect to
dark.
Shaka Zulu, but that does not look.
He's a little dark.
Yeah, he look like Shaka Zulu.
I swear, I had to zoom in. I was like, does he
Name.
still
Don't
have
worry,
his,
don't worry. I can say it, so you guys don't gotta say it.
What's your name?
You gotta worry about nobody saying racist.
Yeah, these pieces they look cool, but they
That one was good.
like these. That's right, the Bowen crowd. Like for me, I like dynamic, but I do that. Yo, that
but that-
Namor is
that-
looking like
that
he's
Namor's
stepping
got
with a
swagger.
purpose. Yeah, I was
That's
like,
his, but that's him in the books. He's got
swagger
this
like
swagger
us.
That
attitude.
Swagger
Namor
like
look like
us.
he look like a Puerto Rican from Miami slaying all the chicks. He's like, yo,
Let me tell you something, man.
my name is Namor.
He says Namor.
Really get that.
You gotta have some swagger just to wear. Your whole outfit is just
To wear that outfit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just
Exactly.
sleeves.
This fool came from a 2 Live Crew concert in
Do
Miami.
you think Sideshow would ever make a Namor by himself? Probably not.
Probably not. Maybe in the next movie, but not.
I ain't studios. I'll probably do the movie
hope-
version.
I like XM's Namor.
Yeah,
I like this. I like this Namor better. I think
Namor's
he
cute.
just
Namor looking sassy.
he
Cuban as
looks
fuck.
like he looked like he's confident to fight. I mean, just these two, the way it is, I would get these two just to impose it just like this, because
It's
that's
just
the
like-
fight. That's the fight that should have happened.
He's doing
Yeah.
that runway walk.
Yeah, it looks like the Hellfire
On
Gala.
the
Namor.
catwalk.
Sashay.
I'm too sexy for my ocean.
But you see how he's walking. I love how they have him walking on the water though.
Yeah, I love that.
Jose
effect.
Gotta get
Alicia say, that dude's Cuban as fuck. Oh man.
The great sculptor. I really like that.
Oh, and
Look at them. What's happening?
Yay!
Yo, who
J&D
did that to
right there
that?
in the
Yo,
middle.
who did that to that J&D Harley Quinn, man?
Oh, no, that's how it comes, like,
disrespectful,
it-
man.
Yeah, no. But look how she shrugged it off. It's still intact.
I know.
She takes
But,
a beating. Somebody saved that child. Anyway, go ahead, Cash.
no, you're doing a giveaway for tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yes, 9 p.m. on Constructive Outrage. Don't come there to try and win it. If you were, this is just straight up for everyone who showed love before we had a video out. I tried to go through and get all of the subscribers that were subscribed before the 30th, and put, they're all in this will. But if your profile is private, I can't access you and I can't see you and I can't get your information, so I could rob you and get the money back. But what I tried to do is anybody that wrote a comment in the chat, the live show chat, I took all of their names in there too. So if you subscribed before the 30th, and if you were there at our live show and you commented, your name should be on that list. If you're not sure and you did all of that, you don't see it, you could go to our Constructive Outrage Facebook just to make sure, because I also list all of the names where you can see it bigger than this. But yeah, good luck to anybody who showed us love. That's just a way to give some love back to the people who was like, yo, this dude's doing a show. Let's see what's it about.
Is Rashid on this? Because, Rashid can't be on this, right?
No hosts are on there. Shane tried to quit, but he was like, no, you can't quit us. He tried to quit so he could win $100. So yeah, it'll be a digital gift certificate to anywhere I could get a digital gift certificate from, and text you a code. That's how it's gonna be distributed. So Sideshow, I believe, Collector's Zone, anywhere that I could get it.
For JND.
Hey, I'm looking for money.
J&D, if you try to give J&D $100 on a down payment, they're probably gonna just like look at you like you're trying to get Section 8 housing or something. Don't do that. The disrespect that those people show us. Anyway, but nah, it should be fun. I see a lot of y'all names up there. Nah, but thank you for showing. This is what I mean. Casual will promote you without you even knowing it, dude. Love this dude.
That's all good, man. Then we got this one. We did an unboxing. I hope everyone watches it because like the sweat was way worth it.
Oh man,
and the foot stomp on Batman, that was the best, man. So.
That was fun. Thank you guys for being there and anybody who checked it out. Yeah, first live unboxing where I had to try and figure. I got a Lazy Susan coming. We will have another unboxing too, Casual, if you're down to join us for that. And of course, the normal people. Soundwave is coming. So Soundwave will be coming. We'll do an unboxing of him. But if I sweat it with this little dude, Mark Bucks was like, that Soundwave is, you ain't ready for that Soundwave. Yeah. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, that was fun.
And then we got more pictures of the one we just unboxed with like the sweat. You can see the sweat on them.
Oh man, yeah. All of that sweat on him is from me, baby.
Yeah. Someone's phone keeps going off.
Thank you for catching that.
Really good.
This is crazy.
Yeah, man. I really like, you know how, like I said, I try not to talk too much about it till I sit with me for a couple of days, but I did decide that I do like this one a little more than the other one. This torso, I'm sorry, a little more than the other torso. It's just so much movement. I always love movement with the sash and the freaking whatever you call those things tied behind the mask, the knot, and then just the kick, like the dragon kick, and then the illusion of the freaking rocks that he's busting through a wall. Everybody's seen this statue before. It's nothing new, but it is what everyone said it is. It's freaking great.
The piece is hot, man. That's the only piece I think I kind of actually want back. I don't really want the Daredevil back, but I do like this piece. I think this piece is a good piece.
Yeah, this piece is underrated, or like, I don't know, maybe just because people aren't too crazy about the character. But I used to own this one. I sold it last year, and it's a fantastic piece.
You think if the show would have did better, Buck, it would have been in demand?
Probably. Yes. If the show, if they chose like it, especially if they chose a different actor, that dude was too soft.
Yeah.
Like, I think another thing with this statue that I think, there's one gripe I have is that like light up. I wish it was wired because this shit doesn't even last like an hour. It's gone. Yeah.
No, all LR44 battery type shit. That's why I hate them, and that's why I remember we were talking about batteries versus. Like with that Iron Man, I could just tell Google to shut them off, shut them on. So if you got automation, you can have it tied to it. And with batteries, you can't do none of that stuff unless you homebrew a way to do it. But I hope they get away from batteries for USB.
Do you guys know about this one? Vibranium Jim's asking Daniel Bell.
Yeah, it was Daniel Bell.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I think the issue with this sculpt, like I think the sculpt is amazing, but when you get to the portrait, to me, it looks more like the Charlie Cox Daredevil actor in the face, like from what you can see under the mask, than the actual guy that portrayed Iron Fist. Like, if you really like zoom in on the portrait, it looks like the Charlie, like right there, it looks more like Charlie Cox Daredevil to me, as opposed to the actual actor that was.
But it's not meant to be
It's not, yeah.
the TV
Came out
version.
way before.
Right,
It's the comic.
Right, it's the comic version, but it looks
Yeah.
like Charlie Cox
It
dude. So
reminds you of him.
right, so it's like you should almost have just gone and did the portrait from the show other than the comic, because this looks a lot like Charlie Cox.
Dude, yeah, I love that mask, dude. Yeah, have you ever like? I never really looked at Iron Fist mask, like even in the artwork. I always knew it looked like this, but to see that almost Wolverine-like nature of it,
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
It's freaking.
Well, if
yeah,
you
I
look
love
at
this.
his older books that John Byrne drew, he actually has some good books. The comic book is not is good. You know, I don't know about the new ones, but it is actually, especially the one where he fights. You actually should get the Iron Fist number 14, the first appearance of Sabretooth.
Jaden.
Yeah, yeah.
That has him fighting Sabretooth. I mean, that's the iconic to me book right there. You should get that book. But
You know, Edwin linked it to me. So
yeah,
I
that
picked
angle
it
right
up
there
on
is
the
hot.
iPad.
That angle right there that Daniel Bell did, the way he angled the torso is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats, man. This is
thank you,
crazy.
guys.
Yeah.
And that shit is heavier than you expect. Buck, you tried to lift that thing when it's all
pretty
together.
heavy.
It weighs
Yeah.
more than that base.
Weighs a lot.
That I was like,
Yeah,
yo, that's
Rashid, do
crazy.
you know this one? Evan's asking who won between him and Sabretooth.
Iron Fist.
Yeah, Sabretooth had to do the job to get him over.
Wow.
But that was like his first appearance, so they was gonna let him win anyway. You know, because Sabretooth was like an unknown character. They didn't even develop him as a mutant just yet until later on in other comic books. But
Yeah,
the way
he wasn't the same character in that book as he
Right.
is. Yeah,
But the way John Byrne drew it is, I mean, the artwork is, to me, you know, if you're a John Byrne fan, and I think John Byrne is excellent, especially when it came to doing like X-Men. It's a good book, you know.
Yeah. Well, congrats, man, and looking forward to Transformers. So it's gonna be 3-4 hours. I don't care.
I know. I gotta pick a day to do that where there's a good gap of time before shows.
So one of the guys, Ethan, got this one. I wasn't too sure. Beast. I saw Beast Kingdom, and I thought it was gonna be a statue or something, but it's a figure. I'm guessing. I don't know if it's a. But I thought this was pretty cool, like the eye effect. I love that, man. Whenever they do dark side like that,
Those
that's
look
my
like
favorite.
straws.
No, what are that candy? It looks like that string. You ever got those? I'm dating myself. Penny candies, and you get those strings. Y'all know what I'm talking. Piggy know what I'm talking about. Look like those. Man.
Oh, I think it is Evan. I'm sorry. I think it is Evan. But Ethan for some reason. But yeah, that's really cool.
Look at the armor on that thing, though.
It reminds me of the XM Studios one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Who made this? Is it like Play Art Sky or
these guys right here? Beast Kingdom. I thought they made statues, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know they made these figures.
Evan has like a dark side shrine, dude. If
Yeah.
it's dark side, that fool, he finds a way to get it in there, boy.
And this came from Extreme Collectibles. I don't know if you guys know that guy. Mr. X. Oh man, like I saw this. This is the video game of like all video games right here. Marvel vs. Capcom right here.
Dude, that's a Marvel vs. Capcom piece right there.
It's a custom one. Yeah.
Oh wow. I'm like, ooh, I didn't see Capcom put that out. Where was I? Then you said custom. I was like, yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, they made a black version of that and the blue version of that.
Oh my god.
Michael Raven.
Crippler's gonna join us on the dark side of customs, brother.
I don't know. I don't know if I ever will. I'm not saying no. You never know.
How do you guys like that Spider-Man where he's fighting Venom on the right side? You know.
I love that thing. If
I
it
haven't
wasn't
seen too
so
many
fragile.
people. I only seen a couple of people. I just Mr.
So
X had it and stuff.
It
I know
scared
Buck doesn't
me
like it.
when I looked into it because everybody who says they says every unboxing you see that
Yeah.
it's like I see pieces, little pieces broke up, and it's like I was like,
Uh,
nope.
stressful to assemble.
DT has this too, I think. He did an
Oh, okay.
unboxing of this too.
I like it that
It's not. The build quality is in the gutter. Nice concept.
I like it that
Buck
you can see the
Buck had
blue.
it.
I like that you can
Okay.
see the blue and the red of the Spider-Man costume.
Oh yeah.
That's why I like that XM's doesn't show. I just like to see the blue. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what you were talking about the
Yeah,
other
I want to
day.
see.
Yeah.
I want to see some. Put the symbiote on it, but I want to see the blue and the red on it.
Yeah, the blue definitely pops too. It only helps the statue, I think, man. Like the red is nice, but the blue definitely helps too.
Everything about the way that thing is engineered is poor.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Crippler said, every unboxing I've seen too.
It took me several days to find the courage, and even then, I just gave up on some parts. And I'm like, if I try this, it's gonna break. I aside from the breaks that came when I got it, I broke more pieces while trying to put it together.
Did you still
Thankfully,
have it, Buck, or you sold it?
nah, I was so pissed off. I sold it. I don't want to. This is Mr. X's picture. Let him enjoy his thing. I mean, he probably doesn't give a shit, but I don't like when someone like has their picture on like these. I don't like shitting on the pieces that like, because they didn't like opt to have their thing like shit like shat on.
Yeah.
I like,
Bro.
It's fine. It's fair. Oh, and this guy finally finished off this. I don't know how people do this, man. Like, remember we saw this one last week? This guy was repainting the Prime 1 Superman versus the, what's this guy's name again?
Doomsday.
Doomsday. I would say Dark Side, yeah. This guy
me too.
repainted
Oh, this is a repaint from Prime One's repaint.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's a big ass statue too.
I think I
Is
was
that
on a live
another
stream,
part of
and we
the?
called this Superman Prime instead of like Lord Superman. Yeah.
Is that another part of the hobby where they because it seemed like fun, like for people who really know how to paint? Is he painting it himself or is he getting it painted? Because I think that's like that's a next level thing of like getting a piece that you love the scope of, but then customizing it your own way because you have the skill to do it. Like, I don't have that skill, but I know if I did and knew exactly what I want, I would do that to a lot of stuff. I just know I would ruin it more than I would help it. If I would try to do it. Yeah.
I think this character originated in the animated series for Justice League. Yeah. And then they made it like a comic thing.
It's crazy, man. It's just crazy that this guy paid probably like $4,000 for this thing, $5,000, and he was like, you know what?
It's not good
this thing. Yeah, it's not good enough. Let me make it perfection.
And he didn't paint the Doomsday, right? Just the Superman.
Just a Superman, as far as I know. Yeah. Still cool. Crazy.
Crazy like a fox.
Oh, and one of the guys got this this one. This is beautiful, man. I think this is so simple, but
I love that illusion, dude. Like they killed that.
It looks
I ain't
good.
even a front.
Portrait is crispy.
Sideshow. Crazy.
Good little dirty goblin.
That sounded a bit too sexual.
I was scared like the mirror thing was gonna be all like fuzzy like this. It's just there was just tape on it, so it looks like really clear now. So I was like,
Oh,
really
look
worried
at
about
that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick.
It's beautiful, man. It's so simple. That's what Sideshow does the best. Is like make everything look so simple and doesn't take up that much space, and boom.
Jeff had a picture of this next to his Swamp Thing from XM, and then they looked great together.
Oh yeah.
Which Jeff? I want to see it.
Delaney.
Delaney.
Yeah.
The Lizzo. Nice.
What do you guys think? Do you think this is gonna have a leaning issue, or
if you like it?
Nobody's had a leaning issue with the Flash, right? I haven't
yeah,
seen
that's
it.
true.
problems with that.
They did say
Same
that
shit.
rod goes way up to her neck. I will just say. They said that
A
rod
lot
goes
of
deep.
guys, say that.
They're like, yo, that rod goes deep.
In the guts, yeah.
That's really nice, man.
That's a beautiful piece.
Oh,
That's cool. I love that.
Chromed, red chrome.
This is
Red chrome.
Bowen right here.
Yeah.
It's like a
That's a
orange
Henry
candy
Twister.
over chrome.
Both of these are Bowen.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I got
So
both
crazy.
of these.
they
see
come
it?
chromed out like that. Somebody chromed them out.
No, somebody chromed them.
Yes,
Okay.
You see the reflection of the. I don't know what that character on the right is, but you see his reflection in the chrome and silver surfer. That's great.
That's the torch.
I want to know how he with his. I know the chrome, the silver. I want to know how he did the gold. 'Cause the gold is chrome at its
That's
hard.
that's candy. You just spray a translucent candy over.
On top of the
I have
silver.
I have I have the paint. It's just I want to see him how he did it because I don't know for it to stick. I don't know. I have the paint
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, transparent candy.
That's
That's hot though.
Han, man. Han's like one of those like gatekeepers for Bowen. So if you guys are looking for a
Good
Bowen,
man.
ask this guy. It's really cool.
You got to come correct with the money, man. No crackhead prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he knows what he has.
You guys see this thing? Oh man, this looks so
Pretty
good.
good.
That's the prime one.
Prime one, yeah.
Oh, it's already shipped.
This guy got it. Like, I haven't seen anybody else get it.
It's a good portrait.
Yeah, that's not the Josh Whedon one for sure. Josh Whedon one.
You know what's funny? He looks better than Darkseid. I don't know.
Yeah.
He looks better
Look at
than
the detail
Darkseid.
in the face, like the eyes, like the
Yeah.
face.
They had more CGI work done for him.
Show them who you are.
The anti-life equation.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? My thing is with them still making statues. You know what's funny? They still making statues of Henry Cavill and Justice League. It made me question: have they got rid of this series? You understand what I'm saying? Because are they ever going to make Darkseid, and who are they going to bring back Darkseid? People still looking for that Superman versus Darkseid movie.
Yeah.
Well, remember, Zaslav said if Gunn's universe doesn't work, they have a plan B. So maybe that's
Yeah, that plan B is to sell to Universal.
license it out. Let them do it on another.
They might license it to Netflix. That's the big rumor. That Netflix will be doing.
I just want them to. I just want them to make it happen. That I just want to see the Superman. I really want to see that Darkseid Superman destruction battle, and not that all electricity, like how they did with Doomsday and all this electricity all over the place. Just want straight up brawling.
It's beautiful, this one. And of course, from there we go to this. That's crazy. Rishi, are you gonna get this one?
Nah, man. I don't do movie pics. I don't do movie statues, man.
Oh, that's
I like Star Wars.
Except for Star Wars. I don't do. I only do comic book, man. But this piece is hot though. I mean, even though some angles it doesn't look like Henry Cavill. I mean, yeah, like right there doesn't look like. It looks like what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
A little bit.
Plus, you had to brush his hair, Rashid.
Oh yeah, I don't brush. I brush
Cavill's hair is never out of place.
Yeah, nah.
We only brush J&D Studio dolls' hair, son. That's it. Because we real.
Isn't this dude like 4Gs or something like that?
4,000, yeah.
Yeah, but do you agree with Brenton when he was saying that some people Superman is not supposed to be like angry like this, like right there.
He is when you wake him up from the dead.
Yeah.
Hey, I was sleeping.
But now I can't get Joaquin Phoenix out of my head now.
I know. I can definitely see that now.
Have you guys seen
Joaquin
that new
Phoenix
book they came out with the comic version?
I got it.
The new one.
Yeah.
It looks. I like that one.
I agree,
Yeah.
Michael Raven. They should be the Plan Z already with all of the plans that failed over at DC with that movie.
I think this looks better with the heat vision eyes on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because around his eyes, he's got like these kind of like dark circles painted around him, and they make it makes him look off. If you change the complexion of a person, it can really change the look of their face. And so, like those color zones on the person's face, you got to get them right. And those dark circles around his eyes, I think they mess with the likeness. But when the like heat vision like things when the heavy heat vision is on, you don't see it anymore, and it looks more like him.
Hey, FBJ said you got to put a do rag on his head at night.
Every night.
Keeping his waves.
I like this one though, man. Like,
I overall would get this one over any other one if I was looking for a Zack Snyder Justice League Superman, right? This would be him. Well, not 100% accurate, but with the emotion and he wasn't more emotional. He did show, like, if I wanted a Josh Whedon or traditional, there's plenty other busts out there that capture like a more neutral face. But if I want like the black suit, like that's the thing I don't like. I think I mentioned this before. Like, it's almost like what Rashi was talking about with the Hulk when it palette swipes and they just same face, but the red and blue costume or the black costume, those are two different characters with two different mannerisms, two different emotional levels. This is the only one that captures what this character is. Angry, coming back, suit is regenerating him so the sun can get more like, and he's angry and pissed off. Like, this is the only one that captures that. But I agree with Buck too that it's not, the likeness is not 100, but it's more than enough for me to, I think the expression makes up for it and the arms make up for it than going with another bust that just has a neutral face and a black suit. That's to me not black suit Superman. That's just Superman. That's not
in a black repaint.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a variant.
And this one doesn't have that weird baby at the base.
Oh man, don't come after the J&D boys. Raise up, even though that's Queen Studios.
Raise up, he said. What about this Brazilian
junk in a trunk woman, Michelle for Vipers?
Yeah, she's looking a little healthier than she was.
Yeah.
Not that I'm complaining.
Yeah.
I believe this is more expensive than the Dark Side Studio Collectibles or Dark Side Collectibles. Michelle Pfeiffer, the one where she's standing with the cats on the base, and she's got two portraits. But that one came up for PO like a while ago, and this one's coming out now, so that's probably why. But also, I think that one has like better portraits. So if I was to get one, unless I really love this pose, I would opt for that one instead. If I was trying to stick to quarter scale.
Yeah, this one's like 950. Sorry, go ahead, Piggy.
I said, give me an Eartha Kit Kat one. Because I seen like 4 like Michelle Pfeiffers in the past, like.
Choose your next words wisely. No Pfeiffer slander.
I gotta say, I'm surprised we haven't seen anything Zoe Kravitz. To be honest with you.
Yeah, even
that surprised me.
But just don't oversaturate, like I was saying earlier, where we're getting a massive amount of the same character. Like, we don't need another Heath Ledger Joker. I love Michelle Pfeiffer, but we don't need a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman back to back. Like, who is Zoe Kravitz with? Any other rendition of that character?
I feel you.
I think it's what they'll make the likeness of anyone who will give them like the rights to it.
Right.
So
she must have held off.
I don't think the head sculpt's there on this statue anyway.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I don't think the butt's there neither. That's somebody else's butt.
It's there, but it's just not the right one. It's the right now.
Take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
Right now.
We're fine with those kind of artistic liberties.
Absolutely.
What do you got? Did Zoe Kravitz, is she popular and well liked? that Catwoman?
I think he
I
does.
don't know, but I want one.
Yeah.
Who was mentioning this picture right here? This is from Secret
Mr.
Sanctuary.
Just Mr. Delaney, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that swamp.
XM Swamp Thing right there on the right.
He's the one with the swap out like torso and head with the longer hair. Yeah.
Yep.
This looks really good paired up.
You know, the quarter scale Constantine will go well with this too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
On the right
Yeah,
side.
the one with the wing.
With the wing.
With the wing, yeah.
Not
With
that
the wing.
1/3 wingless crap that they. No wing. Get that
Oh, I
out
didn't
of here.
Do you guys
Then
see
we
that
need,
base?
we need an Etrigan and just give us a whole Justice League dark.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
Look at that.
Filigree.
Yo, that mirror is looking right up her skirt. Not skirt, but whatever. She did.
I honestly, Brenton
Why
sent
is
me this, and I thought this was a custom, but no, it belongs to.
But I think, right?
It's the same people that made that Killing Joke Joker.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
They need to get a longer cape. Half cape ain't doing it for me.
Portrait looks funky.
Yeah, it looks very. It's still
It
loading or
looked
something.
it looked better with the red eyes.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh, they got one red
Yeah,
eye.
they have one red eyes, but the eyes are glowing.
He's got Metropolis as his trunks.
Nice texture on the suit.
What
Yeah,
studio
come on.
makes it?
I like the base. Base looks good.
What studio? Let me double check. It is
It's Penguin.
Penguin.
Limit Studios or
Penguin
Studios?
Toys.
Penguin
They combined to make the statue, I think.
These are the people that do the busts with Infinity as well. Penguin Toys.
Oh, okay.
They did that
Ooh.
killing joke, that big killing joke.
It
have,
looks
like-
way better with the laser eyes, Steve. The red eyes.
Honestly, I've never seen that one with red eyes. Like I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of pictures of this, and I haven't seen the red one with the red eyes. That's crazy. But the base does look nice. Look at that thing.
Who's getting this?
Crippler
Fuck
says
you,
that
Crippler.
like he's not gonna get it, but he wants someone else to get it for him. You know? Who's getting this?
Who's getting this?
That's cool. Our boy Jimmy posted this picture, and I was like, "Look at this! Look at this!"
Yeah, the Iron Fist.
Crispy
I thi-
setup.
Yeah, the Iron Fist. I love that. I had a chance to get that Moon Knight years ago when they was commissioning it, and I passed on it. That's the same one that did Deathstroke and Blade, I believe.
Oh wow, okay.
That's a nice Moon Knight too.
Oh, you got the EM Guy Star print. Or is that a comic? Not sure what it is.
I don't know. I know that Moon Knight, to me, that's the best one. I'm surprised. I wonder why Sideshow hasn't done a Moon Knight.
Yeah, this is Bowen right here. There's no statue inside here. I don't know.
That Black Panther, Jarhead, you still got that Black Panther? Or you sold yours?
No, I sold it.
That Black Panther's good though.
It's a good Black Panther for sure.
Yo, like Violate, man. Like,
What was that? What did I just see?
Apollo Rush.
Wow.
So your boy Jose,
man.
if Jose's still out there,
No.
Jose
They
better
starting to
take
throw
credit.
it back at us, President.
I thought this picture was not going to surface, man. I thought it got
Of course, it's gonna surface. They put it on the group.
The internet is hard to scrub, Mr. President.
The Secret Service got to be fired, man.
Yeah, man, Photoshop
man.
skill is on point.
The clock
Leave
is
this up
ticking
for the rest of the
Dark
night.
If you
Everyone
guys-
take screenshots. Everyone
Take that down, man.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh man, the violation, bro.
Oh man.
Because Rashid mentioned he was doing boxing. You know, when you mention something you're doing in your personal life, people are gonna they're gonna
Oh,
bash
my
you, man.
goodness.
Look at this guy, Rashid. You see this? This is Brooklyn's finest.
I ain't no Brooklyn on this.
Yo,
one.
Kisses and
Oh,
cash.
Look at this guy. This is the guy that made it, right?
Well, man, Jose Alicia.
He says, "I laugh while making it." Oh man, thank you, Jose.
Yo, Jose, when I was at a family barbecue over the weekend, I think it was you. I believe it was you who sent that Dominican versus Puerto Rican or posted it somewhere. And then, because some of my family's Dominican, some of them Puerto Rican, and we started claiming people right there. It's just like, which one's better? And like their side of the family was like Dominican and Puerto Rican. Then he was like, why was my name mentioned, Crippler? Hey, because anytime somebody does something that gets me emotional, I think of you first. It's a natural reaction. I apologize if it wasn't caused by your Keesis World Collections.
I love how this picture came up. I slipped on the mouse and it went straight to that. And you guys were like, what the hell was that?
Subliminal messaging.
I skipped over this one. But this guy hit me up through Instagram. And I was like, yeah, look at this dark side, man. This is...
Yeah, that's an imposing piece. Damn.
See, and that's the thing when you see pieces by themselves, they feel good. But then when you put them in your collection with your sensibilities and style on it, it just brings it all together, dude. It just enhances everything.
I think that Superman with that sculpted cape is just hot, man. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not a Superman fan, not like that, but I would like to even add that piece. That piece is hot.
Yeah, it's one that that's one if you get at a good deal, you get and figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're about to be able to get it in 1/4, right?
Which,
but
it's coming.
I rather the 1/3. The 1/3 stands like a big trophy. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. This is a quarter scale Sideshow Sabretooth.
Oh,
look how
that's
tiny
dope
this thing is.
Yeah, I have that Sabretooth. I love that Sabretooth.
Yo, I'm not gonna front that Batman looking
sculpt.
kind of small in the middle of those two behemoths.
But you know what's gonna look good too, and it would have looked bad if it was 1/3. The tactical Batman. That piece with the screen, the Batcave, and Alfred, that would look hot too.
Yeah.
Crazy. Going back to this picture right here.
Yo, take it down, man.
Yo,
what's the scale?
Who did that sculpt though? Is this PCS?
Oh man. Yo, look, they even got this. They don't even have the skin tones correct, man.
No.
Yeah, that's
looking like those bodybuilders that put on the fake tan.
Yeah, right.
and they don't tan their face, but they tan everything else.
Oh man, clip it. Rashid, man, you got this little guy in, right?
Yeah. Let's go with the Empire Strikes Back room.
How do you like the base on these guys? Like the clear museum-like bases on these guys?
I mean, that's just what he's doing now. You know, I mean, he's even with the AT-AT, it's not a complete. I don't know. I think the AT-AT, he's doing a complete snow base, but for this piece, it's cool for me. It's cool because you concentrating on the piece, not the base.
Okay.
Maybe down the line he'll switch up, you know. But for right now, NYC is running Star Wars right now.
Hell yeah.
You know, because that TIE fighter,
Star Wars.
that TIE fighter, kind of in the corner right there, that's by them also.
NYC.
And
Are they considered a custom group?
Huh?
Custom?
Yeah, custom.
Group?
Yeah,
You're supposed to be, but yeah.
well,
I mean, 'cause I see them all over the place, so I'm just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy too is like I saw this on another YouTube stream. Like this, they're reasonable with their prices too. They're not like $3,000, $4,000. I'm sure they can ask that, but they're not.
people on the aftermarket will probably sell it crazy, but you know, this guy that hit me up, he was in Cali, and you know, we just made a deal or whatever, and he sent it to me.
Nice. That's crazy, man. Well, congrats on this one. I know the other Star Wars guys are looking for this one too. So if you found it, you got lucky. And then LBS news. I'm sure you guys heard. I think everyone's done a video on this. What are you guys looking most forward to? Justice League, Batman, or Superman? Like which line are you guys looking forward most to?
Justice League.
Justice League. Yeah, me
For
too.
me,
Justice League.
for me, Batman core. Batman core all the way.
Spider-Man.
Talking about Spider-Man. Boom. Look at that thing.
Hate.
The only thing that gets me about this right here is how Rhino is small compared to everybody else.
Well, maybe they had to do that just to fit him in.
Yeah, I know, but it bugs me a little bit.
Cause look at Lizard. Lizard is shorter than Craven.
Is that
Well,
Chalk?
look how big
Chalk
Doc
is
Ock
bigger than him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doc is
Look at-
huge, man.
He's huge.
That's true.
Doesn't matter. It's at the back of the statue. You're never gonna see it.
Is it at the back?
Yeah.
This is the Spider one, right?
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
The very bottom is what all his different costumes, right? Looks like.
Yeah. I don't know. I know a lot of people like the storytelling basis. I think you need to trim the fat. Don't go too much. The villains like this in the back. I think that's actually really cool. That's enough. All the like high relief, like Spider-Man stuff, look like stuff in the comics. Cut that shit out. Like just remove that part of the base, and you get like a really strong focused piece. But I know a lot of people like it, so it's cool.
Yeah,
So
nobody's mentioned that bottom part yet.
whose base is this? I know it's a Spider-Man base. Is this
Spider-Man.
LBS or custom?
LBS.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I asked you guys three groups, and you guys scream out Spider-Man. So.
This is a Marvel live stream.
But yeah, freaking Jay got the license, and here's a Superman inspired by
That
Alex
looks
Ross.
promising.
This
Inspired by
Alex
Thor.
Ross.
It was inspired by Thor. Right there. That's
And a second torso.
The custom market has overdone Alex Ross like Superman so much. I'm curious to see how but you don't really have licensed options, so I'm curious to see how LBS will do that, the treatment for that.
it's gonna be their story based, I think.
We'll see.
That's good. Yeah.
You guys see that cape on his back? So I asked this question before. What's that material? What's that kind of cape is that? What's it made out of? Stone?
It's made out
It's
of.
a wrinkled Kryptonian cloth.
This is LBS.
That's made out of a carpet.
It's a render. It's a render.
Or a drape.
Everybody, retract your claws. It's on.
I want to see
If
how
they put out renders, we can judge it as a render.
for everybody that's
put it
going
out,
crazy over them.
We'll eat our
I
crow.
like this portrait.
I can't wait the space
I do.
that their statues take over your collection.
That's a nice Reeves render right there, though.
It
So
is.
everyone loves the LBS Thor, but I forgot. I think John or somebody else that has it said people forget how much space that Thor LBS takes. It's a round base, so it's gonna take way more than space than a regular 1/3. But hey, man, if you like it, you like it. You'll make a room. It makes me sweat, man. Like this thing is like the future. What's coming? Oh, I saw this in.
A
where did
face
I
only
see
a
this?
mom could love.
It's a custom.
I love this blob.
There's actually 2 different custom companies doing Blob right now.
Is this one of them, or is this like?
Yeah,
That's one of them, yeah.
one of the custom companies.
I wonder how the other one looks like.
Probably not as good, I'm guessing. What do you think, Jarhead? I don't know. I haven't seen that one.
I don't like the
One
pose
is,
on
one
this
is
one.
way earlier than the other one, but this one is the one I like. I think Rashid, this is the
Yeah,
one.
I love
Yeah,
this
is the
one right here.
right?
This
Yeah.
because he has like that grotesque with the neck. Look at how much double chins he has and
Yeah,
the
that's how it's
teeth
supposed to
and
be.
stuff. Yeah.
They're doing an X base for this too. It's just a simple X base.
I think this might be sold out already.
Hey,
I think it's just starting. I think
Oh.
Shane was mentioning.
Picky, you
somebody
gotta
in
get
the
out of here.
chat.
Yes, sir. Hey, as always, I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate the conversation with you guys. Favorite night of the week. You guys, appreciation.
Yeah,
Piggy,
it's always a
Piggy,
blast.
I expect some Marvel Universe statues behind you, brother. If you choose to come back on this channel again,
I got some.
The president has spoken.
I'll broadcast in front of the
you
Marvel.
should have Battle Cat you should have Skeletor. You should have
Mhm.
Lock, the Trapjaw,
Yeah.
and He-Man,
Don't forget Ram Man.
and
Ram
of,
Man.
of course you should have sexy evil Lynn's ass behind you also.
Podcast in front of my old statues.
Peter has working on that.
Because all I see is DVDs behind you. I see no, I see no statue.
And we
I don't know if
definitely
you're
need.
telling.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're telling the truth, Piggy.
In fairness,
Not past judgment.
remember I broadcast in front of like the Skeletor because you guys were looking at my red son, He-Man, and all that. I'll be in front of them next time.
Okay,
but
thank you.
but and also Battle Cat as well. And if you come with that Cringer bullshit, I'm just kidding.
Or that Oracle bullshit. I ain't trying
you come on here with that Oracle.
Have a good night,
Talk
Piggy.
about buddy's magic.
Good night,
I'll hold
Piggy.
these guys
Good.
off.
Yeah. Wow. Run block,
outta here,
run cover. Lay down some covering fire.
Look at that though. Yeah, that's this is
This
a
guy
kind
saying,
of
I gotta go back and Rashid and freaking Crippler on his ass.
You see the teeth in there, man. I think look at the
Yeah.
veins. I think this I love this.
I like
piece,
the
man.
neck, the teeth. The
I
cheek,
always
like,
I always
over
love
here.
the Blob for some reason. I don't know why in the X-Men, but I love how they make him
even got
just
the freckles,
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The freckles is on point.
But you
Eric
see the
Sosa
teeth?
killed this.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
did.
I keep forgetting Sammy Sosa did this piece. I didn't even know he was into statue collecting.
But like the thing I give this is that he rarely ever does like bases for the pieces that like if
really?
he does them they're super simple, at least for when he does the X-Men stuff.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why I see always time somebody shooting at him? Any reason why?
What? Sorry.
Never mind. We talk backstage.
All right. This looks good though, man. Look at that hand, like the.
Look at the fingernails.
You can see the fingerprints.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
see the
scars,
sculptor's fingerprints.
It's hard to tell if this is on the statue or it's on the render because Sosa did the sculpt.
Oh man! Hey!
Buck, you better control yourself, bud.
Is that hate?
Give him his credit, Buck, man. Give him his credit, man.
It's not that I'm not giving him credit. If you want this statue and you want to see this level of detail, you might not get it because this render is not done by Eric Sosa. So this was given to another 3D artist to do the texturing.
Wow.
So even this realistic
Gotcha.
skin texturing you're seeing, it might not be because a lot of this you could do this on the
sold out.
You can do it in Substance Paint or something, right? And it's not actually going to appear on the physical sculpt.
Oh, really?
So like if you want to know what this is actually gonna look like legit, you look at Eric Sosa's own render that he did in he just took I think he just took screenshots in ZBrush or he did a quick render there versus this one. This one's like, oh, this is usually the kind of treatment you give something that's gonna be in a video game. You'll notice that you rarely see this kind of render for statues.
I got
This
you.
one.
Don't worry about it, Rushy. No, but I see what you're saying, and that's a good call, Buck. Just to be like, there will be a difference because what we're gawking over is that detail and that texture and stuff. To be honest, and if I was to get this because of that, and it's not there,
Yeah.
'Cause if you look at the face, it doesn't have that much fine detail in the skin, right? It's mostly painted on. Versus the actual fingerprints and stuff, that texture you get the actual sculptural texture that you're getting in this is probably just a bump map in
Gotcha.
I love it, man.
So you're saying it might not be as detailed as what we see?
Yes, in terms of the skin texture.
I know,
yeah.
skin texture. Gotcha.
Yeah, so you might not see that in the actual statue.
Rashid, this is something you posted for people trying to move to New York.
Yeah, that's about right.
You know what's funny? One time I put in, and no disrespect to anybody in California, I go on Zillow. If you go on Zillow, it's kind of addictive. I put in Compton, and they saw a house that was $500,000, and is this gang banging looking house looked crazy, bro. And I just
Yeah, the
went
windows
forward.
had bars on them and everything.
Yes, it had
Yeah.
bars on the windows,
I've
the
been in
door,
Compton.
and they looked like it wasn't small like this, but it just looked like one. If you've seen Boys in the Hood, it looked just like
A little
that.
ranch,
That's
a
the
little
trap
small,
Right,
small
right,
little
right, right,
ranch.
right.
Trap
And
house.
it was 500,000 in Compton.
Sold, I'm
Bruh.
sure. Yeah.
Crazy,
It's-
bro.
City
That's-
of Compton.
they're
No
smoking
disrespect to
something
anybody
else.
that lives in Compton. You know.
This is for April Fool's. Star Wars announces Jar Jar TV series. People
That
want
might actually be interesting.
But you know what? The creature, I mean, the Darth looking, he looks like he could be an ill villain.
Yeah.
Better than Jar Jar Binks, you know.
As long as he don't open his mouth and say, Misa said you ain't part of the dark side. Misa
person-
die.
The
Misa
person who
died.
did this 3D sculpt is the same guy that sculpted the Queen Studios Venom bust.
Oh wow.
Oh wow,
Cool.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Is he planning on just creating a new character or something like that, or just making?
I don't think it's gonna get produced. This is like a much older sculpt by the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bro.
And this was funny. It says my dad was on that Death Star. Jesus.
My dad was on that Death Star.
This is funny. It says, "Wake up! Come on, snap out of it, please. If you can hear my voice, it's no use. He's in a deep coma. Let's sell his Star Wars toys." He wakes up.
He wakes up.
Beep, beep.
Yeah.
Man, that one got me. I normally don't pick up hitchhikers, but this guy's an exception.
Yeah, no, Gandalf.
Gandalf, no
Well,
problem.
no, because he could open up some. No, that's a fake Gandalf. Don't trust me, y'all.
We used to be a proper country.
Yeah, Pizza Hut.
Oh my god.
I miss this so much, man. I remember
Oh,
this.
man.
When I used to see Pizza Hut like ads when I was young, I used to think Pizza Hut pizza was good. And then I tasted
Yeah.
Pizza Hut
Yeah.
as an adult. I was like,
They used to
why?
bring the picture
was
of
sold a lie.
Coca-Cola out. You remember the pictures? They just came with the picture.
I haven't had pizza in a year, but what's wrong? Is it, you don't think Pizza Hut's no longer good? I think Domino's is good. I think
Domino's is good. It's all right, you know.
They
Papa
changed,
John's
like,
is the gold
they-
standard for like the big brands.
No. For your strip mall pizza, isn't that Round Table? I haven't had Round Table in years.
Round
so
Table's
correct me if I'm wrong.
amazing.
I'm a Papa John's fan myself.
Papa
Papa
John's. is
Papa
where it's
John,
at.
that's like the
John's
that's one step above Little Caesars, son.
Hey.
Oh man, stop. Nah, let's
That's
not
a
even. You
cardboard
know what?
ass
Let's
cardboard
move on.
pizza.
I mean,
Let's move
Domino's-
on. I'm not gonna
Domino's
have
got the
this
extra
argument
sauce.
on stream.
Oh, we're gonna have this argument on stream. We need to know.
Backstage.
The people need to know. I'm just kidding.
What people would think growing up in the 80s was like all the colors, all the ET stuff, but it was really like, I remember it was
All wood paneling.
Yo, do y'all
I
remember
could smell that
old wood
picture.
paneling?
me too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I could smell that picture.
Remember that
It's
panel?
like
That
smoke.
paneling was you had money if you
Everywhere.
had nice paneling
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, you remember you go to your auntie house and she had plastic on the
Yep.
on the sofas and
Plastic
stuff,
slip
and you wearing
covers.
shorts.
Oh,
And
Plastic
know, it
slip
was
covers.
wait,
straight
what about those
plastic.
ugly chandeliers that had like the those polka chandeliers and stuff?
Oh man, no, I remember.
Oh, I know what
some
you're talking
funky
about.
shit.
Yeah.
You remember beads on a doorway?
Man, I
You-
swear.
oh my god.
I still got those.
Wow. Get out.
Go, son.
The beads. Oh my gosh.
It
I
says
remember
your
that.
dad and I are leaving for dinner. 14-year-old me, 5 seconds later. guys
Checking out the Wametco home theater.
Yeah.
Looking for a nipple.
Yeah.
I think I see
Skin
it.
of
Oh,
man.
you see the skin? You see the skin?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Why is she making that face?
Yeah, I used to have one of those the flip TVs, and if you put it on a certain channel, you got the Playboy channel, and it would come in like this.
Yeah.
If you could get halfway between channel 3 and channel 4 with the pliers.
I think I messed up one of the tuners, just going back and forth, back and forth.
Man.
If you know what happens next, you probably have gray hair.
Oh shoot, hair check.
Oh,
It's coming in. Cause I know what's about to happen.
Nobody. The History Channel after midnight. I swear, man. Like, it's so true.
Godzilla, Native Americans, and UFOs.
UFOs. Do you guys see this thing, man? I love what he
that
did.
Batman.
So
that
what he did,
DK3 you guys have is so sick.
He created like cabinets from kitchen countertops or kitchen
Is
counters.
that
Whatever.
granite that is sitting
I
on?
was about to say that granite.
I don't think
I
it
think
is.
it's like a vinyl wrap over wood.
Yeah,
Possibly.
that particle board or PDF, whatever it's called, or MDF.
When I got the first house, and we regretted not getting that granite because it's way more expensive to do it afterwards than when you get the house built. Like,
But yeah, man, this guy did it right. I love this, man.
This guy seems to like Batman.
Hey Michael,
Like-
how much you want for that DK3?
Oh, look at that.
Hit me
He's
up.
got-
You got the custom.
That's the custom, yeah.
Tactical
Oh look,
Pro.
that's the prime one. Where's Alfred? Where's the Alfred at?
George says the B door goes with the wall phone with the super.
Oh my God!
George
Wow.
Moss, Put some
Yes.
respect on George Moss' name right there.
That's true, man. That's
You
true.
come out with
this
the
is a
rotary
good
like.
Looks so good, man.
Oh man.
And he customized this too, but with 2x4s and put glass panels on top. I thought it was a good idea. Or I'm sorry, 2x2s. Yeah,
It's looking coming together.
it's a big boy. Right
I think
there.
the blue. I love the blue version of the DK3.
Yeah, I me too. If I get
I
one,
think-
it would
yeah.
definitely be the blue version. Blue and gray. I said it, Joey Vane.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys see this? Like,
Wow,
Damn, that's on
the
his floor.
Queen. Is that the Infinity Studios?
it's Infinity Studios, but in this picture it looks small, right?
Well,
Yeah,
do
but
you
first
think
is
his
it-
waist? Do you think his waist is too small, or is Sauron that?
That's
size?
his weird proportions. Yeah.
Yeah, he
he's-
just needs to eat more. No.
Sacrifice. But look at that.
Yeah.
That's hot.
It's bigger than
Oh
his
my
chin.
God!
That's hot.
He's-
If I was a Lord of the Rings fan, I would have got this piece in the life-size bull rod.
Well, you know he don't have kids.
Or he
He
does.
wanted to-
He
where's
has
that
this
very
and this.
poking your eye out?
But look at that
Daddy,
ring, man.
Sauron
That
hurt me.
ring. Here he is setting it
Oh,
up.
what are you doing to that? Hey, back
Human
back.
size right
He
there.
got a Bentley chair next to it. Wow.
Look at this.
Oh my God! Look
He
at the
does.
hand
This thing
difference.
is. These things
This
cost
is like
a
a
lot
chair.
of money. That's like a massage chair, whatever it's called. It's crazy expensive. But yeah, look at your boy. They're assembling it. You guys see the sweat right
You
here?
see the sweat? Yeah. they did the
See,
struggle.
that's real sweat.
God.
That sweat right there is grown man sweat.
Yeah, this thing is insane. So Rashid, you said you would get this?
If I was a little, I thought about getting the life-size bull rod and stuff, because I was been watching Lord of the Rings. I would have got this piece and the bell rod.
Yeah, that'd be a good pair right there.
Movie piece.
If I didn't have this room, I would have had me, But who knows, man? Maybe I kick my daughter out and just make it a Lord of the Rings. So.
There you go.
Yeah.
Problem
I
solved.
love your forward thinking. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
And this guy, so this guy said he was happy about Sideshow announcing their new penguin.
Oh,
This
there's
is a custom penguin, but man,
I think this penguin fits what he's got going on right there better than the new one. Cause of
oh, you think so?
But for his personal display, maybe because this I don't know actually how big that other one's gonna be, but this one seems like it just fits more in that space where I think the other one might take up more space.
I think Sam, it's probably because you're thinking when he gets the penguin, he has to put it next to Batman. You can just
Gotcha.
reshuffle all the
That
pieces
is true.
again.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
Yeah, put it up there.
Facts.
He just
twins
left too.
activate?
Piggy just left. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 110 stuff. It's when their twins activate.
Wonder Twins. Hey.
Which
I
one turns
remember
into
this one.
objects again?
The
I
one
don't
was
remember.
watery based stuff. I think it was the girl. And one could turn into a bucket. I think it was the guy, but I could be wrong. And the monkey just freaked me out. So.
Those piggies.
Yeah. Would you get this in 1/3? Both of them?
Funny. I know that DC created them. Do you guys? I don't know if you guys remember in the X-Men they had a brother and sister also called Fenris.
That was Aurora and I can't remember the other guy's name, but they were on Alpha Flight.
Not. See, there you go, Jarhead. That's not who I was talking about.
Well, who are you talking about?
Oh man! Hey! 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 Hey!
Oh man!
As a dancer, Rashid.
I just said
the
look
Furnace
up
Twins. Furnace Twins.
Fenris.
Yeah, Furnace, whatever.
You said you talking about North Star. Fenris is what I was talking about,
There was two sets of twins.
bro. I said Fenris. Okay.
Okay.
I said that from the jump.
Whatever happened to Holocaust? Did he get canceled for his name?
Who?
You remember him from the
Age of Apocalypse.
He was. It was after Age of Apocalypse. I think it was during Onslaught.
That's some bad
Onslaught.
branding right there.
Yeah, no, there was a creature named on one of the first heralds that Onslaught took over. Was it that guy named? I was thinking about characters from there, and I'm like, ooh, they probably can't use that name right now
Not anymore.
at all. He's a big dude.
Yeah, man. This is Mr. Popo's. This guy's moving around his collection, and man, it's looking good.
Yeah. I like that Predator back there. I like that.
That makes me nervous.
What makes
Not
you nervous?
sitting on there all the way.
Oh yeah, me too. That would freak me out, man, all the time.
The furnace?
The
the base being off the pedestal.
That
ain't going nowhere though.
Yeah, nah, it's not going nowhere. Yeah, but I think that's a nice clean setup though.
Yeah, museum style.
My setup was never like that, but that's a clean setup though.
You like
look at the floor. He vacuumed before he took this picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knew Brenton was watching. That's
yeah, Brenton would get you.
Get the Roomba.
24x zoom, 32x zoom, 64x zoom.
I love this Magneto, man.
Yeah. I wish this Magneto was 1/4 though.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how come Cash? You could get it. He's a villain. I mean, you could put him as a villain and put him in your. I think you should get him though. I think he's a good.
Too huge.
Take that spread eagle.
Well, you can take
disrespects your space.
You can move the magnetic field. You could take those off. You know.
We moved on, Rashid. We moved on.
Wow.
Hey, excuse me.
This is Casual's house. I have no power here, Mr.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's words
how you shot me down.
I have no say or no power.
That was gangster how he shot me down. Just like that. I've never been disrespected like that in my life.
You know,
I'm like, I'm bagging back.
No,
I'm like,
I do it for my fans. All of my.
There are literally millions.
I'm like, nah.
Yo, Crippler, that collector's combat got to his head.
I need another clip now. It's like,
a future Rashi versus Casual in the making. Keep it up, man.
All right, guess what goes in here, man? You guys would never guess what goes in here.
Oh, coins or
coins? That was good, guys.
Sneakers.
No, it's statues, but this guy is putting. This guy cleaned up. This guy's putting Bowens in there.
Oh, those look like those bays were much bigger though.
Yeah.
They
These
give the
guys
impression
do.
that they're really tall.
I think he's gonna put like
Maybe he's got
stands on them
others. Maybe he's got
dioramas. Yeah.
Maybe you think he only has Bowens?
That's what he had before.
I know, unless he's doing some
y'all
elaborate
credit
layered
for
type of and using that
Friday.
verticality in really cool ways. Yeah. But yeah, I think Bowens might get lost in there, but he probably has a plan for it. That
No, but
if he's doing all of that, he definitely has a plan.
There's
for
people that still love their Bowens. I give them credit, man. I mean, I was never into Bowens, but there are people that still love Bowen, man. So.
Yeah.
But look
And I
what
do
Bowen did right
appreciate-
here. Perfect example. Like they did the red and gray, but they changed the portrait.
Yeah,
they changed
the
the
scope,
look. There's
yeah.
veins on this one. There's completely different. The bases are different.
They did as much as they could do without changing the pose.
Yeah.
Like they added the veins, which is the trademark of the red hook.
Yeah. It's crazy, right? But yeah, I'm gonna ask him to send pictures of like when it's done, when he's added everything on it.
I only have one Bowen that I ever owned. That what's the name has them too? Phoenix. It's the Grendel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Why are you holding on to that one?
I tried to sell it. Nobody bid it. So.
Dang.
But they're the only person that really did a good Grindel was Boeing. Grindel Prime.
Grendel Prime Superior. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong character.
There you go, man. Superman got announced from Sideshow. Like I thought this was Iron Studios, but people were saying this is like Sideshow's copied version.
I always find it weird when people say that. It's like, you get something that's, clearly something that's been done in the comics several times. Is it like once it's been done once, no company can ever use that panel or like that idea again?
Right.
It's yeah. It's
I see this as a companion.
Better.
This is a companion, I think, for the Batman and Catwoman one that they did. The one that's like kind of like fifth scale.
Yeah.
I think this is a piece that a woman will buy her husband. So you guys definitely could profit off of this. That's
Margot Kitty.
Just say, honey, this could represent us.
This one you can get away with putting this in the bedroom too.
Yes.
But I'm feeling it's also sculpted by Maria.
You can't easily Photoshop her out though and just keep the Superman, so that's the problem. Getting it as a
wow.
By Lewis.
By Lewis.
He goes for the field.
I don't know anybody that like who's here on the panel that be like, you know what I want? I want a dope Lois. Lois Lane.
Are we still talking statues? Oh, okay.
yeah, just statues. Yeah.
Seems today.
I think that's cute. I like how they have her shoe on.
Yeah, that's a great touch.
Yeah.
Detail right there.
I want to see the front of it though.
1/5 scale, right?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, me too.
But did you guys like the one, the Spider-Man and Mary J one where they was on the couch? Did you guys like that one?
I like that.
It was good, but I don't know. I kind of refrained from buying the J. Scott Campbell pieces. I think it looks good. It's beautiful.
Right.
We'll see, man. Yeah, I think Thursday they usually announce stuff on Thursdays, so we'll see on Thursday probably.
Have we seen a female LBS yet? Because this is can you imagine how LBS Dark Phoenix would look? No, because I've never seen him do a girl forge. I can't imagine.
Not yet. He didn't. He did say they were doing Rogue. He did say Rogue. He's gonna do Rogue.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he tackles.
I'm sure if they do a female, they'll do a female Phoenix. I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Any female, I guarantee they'll probably do a female Psylocke also.
If they're doing Justice League, you'll be getting a Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You say he's doing the blue team, right, for the X-Men?
Yeah. Like him doing it and seeing it is different. I know a lot of people have seen it, but to the average bucks out there, we have no clue.
I would like to see Stormfire.
Starfire.
I mean Starfire. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah. We know what you were talking about.
There you go, man.
Look at that.
This is from Tyler. Tyler went to the XM Studio shop and took a ton of pictures.
Yeah.
That's a pencil mustache if I ever seen one.
That's crazy, man.
This is what got 4 different head sculpts too.
Yeah, he takes a picture of all of them together too. This is the base.
Damn, I'm about to rain on the parade.
Do it. Just wait till it.
Yeah. Do it, but
go ahead, Buck. Go ahead, Buck.
I feel like the base is too big and it's too thick. It's too tall. I just need to compress it somewhat. So it feels like there's some wasted space maybe. That circle that he's standing on, I feel like that would have been enough. And then instead of projecting it out with some more, and then,
I'd say they probably do that so that it displays well with others in the line, though, to keep them more or less in an even. You know what I mean?
Size
for your eye line. Yeah. So if you're going to display it with the Hulk, he doesn't look too diminutive just because you'll bring him up in stature.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
he looks
like around the same level.
He looks Mexican. Come on, bro.
That fool look like Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
He looks like Mexican, bro.
Seen on the portraits too, on the unmatched portraits.
He looks like
not too
he runs a cartel. Come on.
That fool look like you know how when you so white and you get that tan and you come back off of vacation.
There you go. Look at that.
Yo, come on, man. This guy look like he runs a cartel. Come on, man.
I like the middle one.
That's just white balance in the camera.
I don't like problems. I don't like problems.
With the narco.
I don't like problems.
Oh, look at this. This is perfect. Rashid, look at this. Look at this.
That's Antonio Stark.
Antonio Stark.
Antonio Stark.
Oh, come on.
Antonio Stark. ¿Cómo está?
If they need this portrait, that's what I'm gonna call this Iron Man. Antonio Stark.
Just put him with the helmet.
Thank you, Jesse, man. You just started some shit.
Yo,
come on, man. This guy look like, come on, man. You guys can't be serious, bro. Yo, Crippler, you know what we're gonna talk about tomorrow, right? Get the
I'm trying to hold
I don't like problems.
That's the way he looked, though. I mean, the skin tone looks a little dark, but that's pretty much the way he was drawn back in the day.
Escobar Iron Man.
Escobar's better.
I like how they did the metallics.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Inigo Montoya, Edwin Diaz.
Yo, Edwin Diaz. I want to see your face because if this is Edward Diaz, if this sculpted after Edward
guess
Diaz,
what? I
I
see. Have you seen Edward Diaz before?
No.
There's a video of him showing his collection.
I did. I think I did on YouTube.
When I saw that, I was like, Edwin Diaz.
I think I did when I first got into collecting. He had a video up, and I think that's where I seen some pieces that I was like, "Whoa."
Rashid, you read that?
Yo, Stiffer, man, it's no disrespect, man. You know, I love Escobar Iron Man.
Yo, no, that's straight up. That like if I need something, I go straight to the Home Depot parking lot.
Wow.
Oh wait, was that too?
Man.
Wait, no,
it's
my last name's Gonzalez. I can say it.
Yeah, that's right. You got the card.
Yeah, immunity, baby.
That's right.
That's what's beautiful about being half black and half white.
There you go.
Which one y'all want today, baby?
That's it.
All right, you guys, we got to the end. I guess the racism kicks in at 3 hours, so we got to get out.
Yo, Slipper, you know it's all love, brother. You know I love my Latino, but come on, that Iron Man, come on, bro.
Looks like
Geraldo Rivera. Oh my God, that's an old reference.
Listen,
wow.
Nobody can say nothing because I said that Black Panther looked like Shaka Zulu.
Hey, that's true.
Yeah,
Right? It's equal opportunity,
baby.
Listen, equal opportunity.
Everybody gets it.
Everybody could get it.
Everybody gets it.
Everybody. But I can't wait to get Geraldo, but just like that. Right, yeah. True hate crimes. Cases, you're the minister of hate. What are you talking about?
All right, you guys, we hit 3 hours. There's 70 people still here, man. It's crazy. It's all for the laugh, so that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But Crippler, man, what time's your show tomorrow?
9 p.m. Feel free to catch it. Catch the replay because I know Batman Statue Collector is on tomorrow.
Oh, is he?
But feel free to watch. We'll be there. Yeah, see, my boy Chris, Jeff Morris gets my love and respect. But yeah, we're gonna do a show. Hopefully, it's just sort of counter program. It's gonna be definitely different. So if you are vibing with us, y'all like what we do, feel free to join us. But we got 2 members of the 4 horsemen of the Hate-pocalypse fighting tomorrow. So that's gonna be good. Watch Keesis versus Buck. Do you got any words for Keesis right now? Because he's been in this chat just like hating. You gonna go up against him tomorrow?
I am. Oh, Keesis is king. That's all I have to say.
Oh, and I love your intro, by the way. Your intro is fire. It's already been approved, so that one's ready to go. Keesis' intro, I made sure I did the worst one I could possibly find, but it's gonna be there. Try to give you some points. But yeah, we definitely have some collective combat tomorrow, and we also have a topic like company hype. So it'll be an interesting conversation, multiple different perspectives. So look forward to seeing you guys in the chat. Oh, and a Soundwave unboxing sometime by the end of this week. Yeah, cool. And you can catch Rashid there too. And you can catch Critical Mass and Shane.
Awesome,
I think that's all.
So 9 p.m. tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. So awesome.
Yep.
Cool. Jarhead, how about you,
Oh,
man?
I'm sorry. One more thing. If you sub before everything, and you're in the chat, if I know you, don't have to worry about being there. But if I don't know you, because then I'm not going to know how to reach out to you, it's going to be harder. So if you're in their chat, you can be like, "That's me." Great, awesome to get that $100 chance at a $100 gift cards. So good luck to all you guys for that. Thank you again, Casual.
Oh yeah,
no
man.
problem.
And Jarhead, man, happy Jarhead Day. And
Jarhead Day.
How about you, man? What you got coming in? Or
I got a custom Venom coming. It's on the boat already, but it's probably gonna take towards the end of next month. I don't expect it before then, so that's all I got right now. And in a couple months, I'll probably be moving to a new spot, so I'll be able to start displaying my statues again. So that'll be nice.
I can't wait, dude, because you got some dope shit.
It's been in boxes too long, so yeah.
Jarhead, you keeping the Omega Red? You keeping it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, Jarhead, thanks again, man. Appreciate you. And Buck, how about you, man? What's up with the box? First of all, I'm sure
It's my
someone's
turn.
gonna
Right after Boxman Collectibles.
Bucks.
Jarhead himself. Oh man, I got like 3 pieces behind me. I'm gonna unbox them tonight.
All right. You want to do it live right now? You want to do it? Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Buck, thank you. And Rashid, how about you, man?
Whatchamacallit? Nothing really. I just damn, what I was about to say. I'm on the show tomorrow with Crippler, and surprise for next week. I'll talk about that next week. But somebody already hit me up for this Warpath exit custom Warpath that I was looking for.
Oh, nice.
You want the X-Force version, right? Not the other one.
I like either one of them. I love both of them, but it seemed like people selling the X-Force one. But I just love Warp. I always love Warpath. I know definitely never gonna get Warpath.
Probably not.
Yeah, but that's about it.
All right, man. Thanks, man. Your mic keeps going out now. All of a sudden,
just
it's
went
not
out
me
again.
either. So it's like
that punk ass.
They're hacking us, yo.
Yeah, I think it's Keeses. Yeah.
It's Russians.
Hate Keys.
That came in.
Oh, you're back.
Hate Keys.
Hate is strong. The hate is strong.
That came in clear.
Cash with his exclusive portrait.
Yeah. That's a stunner right there.
Pudgy, man. How about you, man?
I checked my phone and I made another payment on Prime 1 Green Lantern.
Oh, wow.
And I do have awaiting my unboxing this weekend upstairs. The Sideshow Dark Knight Returns.
Ooh.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
When's
Such a
the
beautiful
next
piece.
video, man, on your YouTube?
Maybe that'll be it. I don't know. See what happens.
Do it live unboxing.
Do it.
We'll see you sweat.
Oh, God.
Do it.
No, I'm kidding.
I cranked the AC down to 68. No sweat.
Nah, man. But thank you guys. We hit 3 hours again, so it's crazy how time flies so quick. When I work, it takes forever. So, you guys, thank you guys, and everyone else that's watching, thank you guys too. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on Crippler's channel. But
Later.
Peace.
Good people.